Hello? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? How we doing? How we doing on this fine Friday evening? Why does it feel like it's been a long time since I've done a Friday just playing stream? Well, regardless, glad to be back. Hello, hello. Alright, well, the figure that we're gonna be playing with tonight is for obvious reasons. If you guys know, put it in the chat right now. But if you don't, rest assured, I will drill it into your skull once we get started. Happy August 1st, exactly, Quentin Rom. That's not the reason why we're doing the figure tonight, but happy August 1st regardless. Actually, it's Omar's birthday. Happy birthday, Omar. Can we get a Omar emote in the chat for his birthday? Thank you. If you're a member, that is. If you're a green name, you will have access to the member-exclusive Omar Civil emote. Fuck it, I'll start. There you go. Welcome to old age, Omar. Anyway. If you're not a member, just happy birthday, Omar, is fine. He's probably not watching this, but I'll direct him to it when the VOD comes up. I'll say that we said happy birthday. Actually going to his birthday party tomorrow. Really excited for that. Not drinking alcohol tonight because I'm saving it for tomorrow night. Can't wait to give him his gift. I won't reveal it tonight just in case he is watching, but I've got a pretty cool gift for him. Okay. But enough about Omar. We got 20 seconds left until we play with this particular figure, which, more than a long time coming, I would say. I mean, a few of you seem to be very familiar with this figure, and I am too, and I'll let you know some more context once we go live. Alright then, chat. That seems to be the end of the countdown here, and how many people are we rocking with tonight? Ooh, 145 people. I was just about to ask if we can wait for 69 viewers. Always a good day when we don't have to wait for 69, huh? Welcome, everybody, and happy Friday. Let's have a good one on the eve of the Age of Extinction movie review. Stay tuned for that on the main channel. Here we go. I was expecting a giant car. Hey, my name is Javi, and welcome to a Just Playing stream where tonight we will be playing with the Age of Extinction Grimlock. However, this is a third-party figure, so it is called G-Creation M Wrath. I'm actually not sure what the M is supposed to stand for. Mary? I don't know. But G-Creation Wrath, third-party Age of Extinction Grimlock. It also, includes an Optimus Prime figure, non-transformable. The Grimlock figure will be transformable, though, as you can see from the box, and it's a beautiful-looking figure from a beautiful-looking design. I gotta be honest, as much as I don't fuck with the Age of Extinction movie, I do really like Grimlock's presence, even though he got a whopping total of 3 seconds of screen time. And while we go ahead and play with this figure for, I gotta be honest with you, the second time. So I bought this figure all the way back in 2020. Thank you very much.
Since you seem to be
Hold that
interested
thought.
in Titanic creations, are you get a figure from them someday? That Titanicus does look badass and looks to be in scale with your current kaiju figures. That Yongari looks really badass too.
Well, to give you context, for anybody who doesn't know what they're talking about, that's let's call it an independent kaiju figure company. And I took a look at one of their figures, or I didn't take a look at their figure, I took a look at their website on a Failbox stream that I did on the main channel, and their namesake kaiju looks really good. It's like a Godzilla mixed with Destroya. Destroya! Excuse me, it's like Godzilla with a unicorn horn. Anyway, that's a big maybe from me. That is a big maybe for me. Thank you for the donation. Even before I shield the donations, which I will later. But anyway, while we play with this figure for the second time, because I did open this up and play with it all the way back in 2020. I bought it in 2020, and it's just been sitting in storage since then. So, we're playing with it for the second time. While we do that, though, chat, you guys feel free to continue chatting away, ask me anything. I'll do my best to interact with you. However, if you need me to 100% guarantee see your comment or question, I highly recommend, like Nephi the Space Warrior did, to donate, because that is a 100% guarantee that I'll see your comment or question, and it supports the channel. It lets me make some stupid financial decisions, because I got the product page pulled up for this figure all the way back in 2020. This guy was, can you believe it, $240. That's insane. They eventually did a re-release figure, but without the Optimus Prime. That was significantly cheaper, but $240 in 2020 money? That's ridiculous. And I bought it, so you know how it is.
Here.
Thank you. You know how this hobby can be. Oh! And before we jump right into the figure, something that I need to emphasize to you, chat. I did watch the movie, and I only watched it early last month in July, with Kellen Goff and Kian Carlisle, and we filmed a movie review. And that movie review, chat, Transformers Age of Extinction movie review, will be coming out tomorrow at 8 a.m. PST on the main channel. So go ahead and subscribe to that so you don't miss it. I am very excited for you guys to see it. It has been a long time coming. It's the reason why I didn't upload anything on the main channel for all of July. I was too busy editing this freaking video, and it's finally coming out. So big load off of my chest, and I'm excited. I hope that you find it as enjoyable as I did making it. So there you go. That's the reason. That's the primary reason why we're taking a look at this as a promotion for tomorrow's movie review. So if you guys have any Age of Extinction in-jokes in the chat, there is a 50% chance that I'll get it, because I gotta be honest, I didn't like the movie, and at some point I just stopped caring about everything. But I did watch it. The visual information did process through my eyeballs, so I might remember certain things. Anyway, chat. Let's get into it, huh? Here we go. Unboxing time. How's your Friday going so far? And what are you guys doing on the weekend? Oh, and also don't mind these other figures in the background. Was messing around with my Pacific Rim figures earlier today. But anyway, here we go. G Creation M Wrath, highly regarded as the best Bayverse Grimlock figure to ever exist. And if you guys remember, I did a few Bayverse Grimlock reviews all the way back in the past. Let me just get Cherno Alpha out of the way there. That was one of my earliest videos in general that I did. Was an Age of Extinction Dinobot review. I think it was like 10 minutes long, and I released it all the way back in 2014, I believe. I could be wrong, but old-ass video. Thank you very much.
Me and my sister watched it to get our opinions on the movie fresh in our mind. And whilst we were mixed, one thing we agreed upon is that Lockdown is the live-action villain.
He is indeed the live-action villain of all time. I agree with you. I don't even care if that was a typo. You might have forgot to put best or worst in there, but I'm gonna take your donation at face value. He is the villain of all time. I agree. Anyway, Age of Extinction Dinobot review from a long time ago. Ooh, damn. This figure is better than I remembered it. How solid it is. How beautiful it is. All right, let's just do the unboxing real quick. I want to mess around with it. like I said, I did play with this figure off camera long time ago back in 2020, but I don't remember it being this good looking. And then we have the little Optimus Prime that is to scale with Grimlock. And we got his mace. There we go. But yes, on the topic of my previous Age of Extinction Dinobot reviews, there was also that studio series, Age of Extinction Grimlock. Anyone remember that? The leader class one.
But Debbie, when are you gonna do the Titan class Age of Extinction Grimlock?
I know that there will be a few people in the chat that are saying that, and like I don't know what you want. I really don't know what you want. I'm not a factory thief. I can't I can't get figures. They literally just announced it, bro. Calm down. They literally just announced it. Hasn't even been a week since they announced it, I think. Maybe it was last week that they announced it, but still. It will be a long time until I review that figure, but I will. I will get that figure when it comes out, which is not now. Need to reiterate. I know there will be some brainlets that think that I have early access to figures. I don't. I am not part of the cool kids club. Anyway, we have the figures here, and we have a set of beautiful paper instructions here. There we go. Lovely. Oh, what the hell? I don't remember this. I guess it's multiple photo. Okay, that's very strange. So it's not a complete booklet. It's just multiple or 3 foldouts in total. That's fine. I guess they just prioritize the readability of the instructions, which I appreciate. Hopefully the transformation isn't a headache. I don't remember it being a headache. But now, let's get old Grimlock all set up here. God damn. Beautiful. And yeah, just by far and away the best part of Age of Extinction. Even though, like I mentioned earlier, he only gets like a second, 1 second, 0.1 second of screen time in the film, he's still the best part of the movie. He doesn't even get a proper line of dialogue. Not once do you get a "me Grimlock" in the movie. You don't. You don't. But he doesn't need to. There we go. All right, just getting everything plugged in to make this as solid as possible. God damn it. How can I deny a mechanical dinosaur? I think it was like, I want to say 5 hours into the movie that he finally shows up, and it wasn't enough to save the movie, but I guess you just have to wait for my review tomorrow, huh? Link in the description, by the way. Link in the description to the movie review. It's not out yet, but if you're a member on the main channel, you can watch it right now. Although I wouldn't recommend, I would recommend you watch the stream first and then watch it. Or if you're not a member on the main channel, you can go ahead and click the link in the description anyway and save it so that you don't miss it when it comes out tomorrow at 8 a.m. PST. Alright, you're not gonna want to miss the video, chat. It's a good one. We have a lot of goofs and gaffs. There's some spicy jokes, and there's some jokes that I'm surprised that Kellen was okay for me to keep. So, it's a funny one. It seems like with all of these Michael Bay Transformers movies, we do some offensive joke right at the end, but there are a few of them sprinkled in the video as well. So, really happy with how it came out. Very, very muy funny. Muy epic. Alright. I'm trying to just get this to stand up on its own, but as you can already tell, chat, holy moly, this is a beauty of a figure. Oh. Very tight hip joints here. But right away, not a big fan of how thin and lanky that the dinosaur legs are. It's not the worst. This is the best Grimlock dinosaur mode that I've seen.
$5.
Thank you, Age of Extinction
Age of
Grimlock
Extinction.
specifically.
More like Transformers Age of Consent. If you all catch my drift.
Yeah, here's a little heads up for the video tomorrow. I make the joke. But before I watched the movie, I did not know it was a meme. I actually thought I cooked. So my first reaction to seeing the scene for the first time was that joke that everyone has made. And I didn't know everyone had made it. So I'm just saying. You can call me a hack fraud if you want. That would be an accurate comment. Anyway, I thought I cooked. But don't worry, there's plenty of more original jokes that we make in the video. Okay. Frick, dude. Look at that. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a big fan of how lanky the dinosaur legs are, but it is still the best Age of Extinction Grimlock dinosaur mode that we have gotten, compared to the original Leader class figure, the Studio Series Leader class figure, and especially the Voyager class figure. This is the best Grimlock. Perhaps the Titan class will overtake this figure as the best Age of Extinction Grimlock dinosaur mode. But for now, from all the way back in 2020, G Creation M Wrath is still the best Age of Extinction Grimlock dinosaur mode. Look at it. Besides the somewhat lanky legs, if you look at it as an overall unit, and what an absolute unit he is, you can see that the proportions, they actually work out pretty okay. Maybe his head. I think the lankiness of the legs might be a little more forgivable. Forgivable is kind of a strong word, but more overlookable. That's weird. That's a weird turn of phrase. It would be more tolerable. There you go. If the head were just a tiny bit smaller. I think the head here, he's kind of got a pit bull thing going on, right? Hide your kids. He's got a bit of a pit bull thing going on with the size of the head, and even with like the hunchback that he's got a little bit. And maybe the tail too. Maybe the tail is just a tiny bit stubby. But even with those slight proportional complaints here, I think it still looks great. I mean, just check out the details here. Look at that. Love that rusted old copper look. Like the Statue of Liberty, but with teeth. Beautiful stuff. And I love these gold accents. I don't know if they're movie accurate. Again, I did just see the movie a month ago, but I barely remember any of it. I passed out at some point. But regardless if this is movie accurate or not, I love these little gold accents here. Just bringing attention to some of these beautiful mechanical details here. And that nice dry brushing all across the figure. And let's check out the kibble situation. Really not bad at all. I mean, you could tell that this is the robot mode chest piece, and actually you wouldn't be able to tell that this was a crotch piece or skirt. Yeah, this is really clean. Really, really clean for an underside kibble here. Then we got that tail, which again, just a tiny bit stubby. It's only slightly larger than mine. My tail, I keep it in my pants. Sorry. Easy dick joke. I just have to. Low-hanging fruit. I'm so back. Anyway, we got the back. We got the back here. Oh, and I just remembered such a great integration of the weapon here. This is going to be part of the mace, I believe. This little back part. Could be wrong, but we'll find out when we do the transformation. I just remember that the weapon integrated within the dinosaur mode in a very clever way. Whatever happened to this company, by the way, chat? Does anyone know? What happened to G Creations? Are they still making stuff? Because so far, I would love for them to cook even more. Maybe even do more Age of Extinction Dinobots. Why hasn't any other company taken up the mantle since 2020? Jesus, not enough demand? I don't believe it. Even if you hate this freaking movie, which I do, you can't deny that the dinosaurs, the Dinobots, were freaking epic. There's gotta be more demand for third-party Age of Extinction Dinobots. You might need to look them up. I will look them up later, but I'm asking you right now, chat, so we can have a conversation. It's like when you ask your friend a question and then they just tell you to Google it. It's like, dude, I'm trying to talk to you. So if anyone knows, let me know. It's like, yes, I can Google it if I wanted to, but I want to talk to you, chat. Exactly, SCP-Zilla. Google it. All right. Fair enough. Let's take a closer look at that head here. Just that tiny little metallic red eye is beautiful. Oh, but for $240 in 2020 money, wouldn't it have been cool if this lit up in some way? I am a sucker for electronic features. You already know this by now, but I think that would have been nice. Maybe even a roaring feature. I don't know. There is a way to integrate lights and sound features without compromising stuff like posability or transformation. There are ways to do that, but yeah, for $240, I expect this thing to pay off my mortgage. This is crazy. It's crazy how expensive this thing is. But it is beautiful. Let's do an articulation test. How does this fare? How does this hold up? Well, so far, very solid. Everything stays put. You can tell that this thing is going to unfold when we transform this guy, but everything seems to be rock solid here, except these thigh pieces, but that is to allow for leg articulation. There you go. Yeah, that's a weird... It is a weird visual or optical illusion that this little flap here, this little hip flap, keeps the legs from looking too lanky. It's only when you lift them up that it looks like it looks emaciated. Looks like my legs right now. I should work out more. But when you fold that down, all of a sudden, this looks like a complete chicken thigh with a little gap over there, but you can easily ignore that once the hip flap is folded down. That's just nice. That's a nice little trick of the eye. And I guess technically it's supposed to be like this? Yeah. Okay. It's technically supposed to be like that. You keep the legs up like that, and now the thighs look like one solid unit, and then you could kind of overlook the tiny calves. Ooh, we got some ratchet joints here at the knee. There you go. Oh, we got some robot mode kibble. The hands here, but very easy to ignore when they actually do plug in. Always love it when shit plugs in, huh? And would you look at that, chat? Ooh. Alright, not super impressive, but the fact that you get a pivot at all, I love it. I love it when a beast mode has a semblance of a pivot. And it could even swivel a little bit, but that kind of untransforms the leg. There you go, and I can outstretch that far. So this is obviously going to be the robot mode arm, for sure. For some reason, this leg is significantly tighter, maybe too tight. Might want to loosen that up later. Oh, actually, never mind. I guess it's just been in storage for too long that the plastic froze in place. It just had to break it in a little bit, in a good way. Nothing snapped. There we go. Whoa. And yeah, nothing at the midsection here. Of course, this guy is just a big old chunk. You know, actually, if you cut his head off, cut his arms off, cut his legs off, cut his tail off, made him suffer, you know, this would resemble a GoBot Rock Lord. Anyone remember that? Anyone remember that? Am I too old? Of course I am. Of course. Does anyone? Actually, there should be some of you that know what Rock Lords are. I think they did some new versions of the Rock Lords in some recent mainline Transformer toy line that I don't care to look up. Anyway, kind of looks like a Rock Lord. There we go. So yeah, not incredible articulation, but everything is solid. All the joints are tight enough. Ooh, there you go. I got it balanced. I was having trouble with that earlier in the stream, but I finally got it balanced horizontal to the ground. Oh, and I didn't mention the tail. The tiny tail. I guess technically the tail would start right here, but there's no joints right here. So you only get
Logan Luke's tipped
hinge joint.
$5. So
Thank
how's
you
the
very
figure
much.
so far?
Pretty damn good. This dinosaur mode is epic. I really like this dinosaur mode so far. Despite some slight proportional complaints, I think it's perfectly fine. So yes, the tail can wag. Thank you very much. And if any of you like the content, feel free to subscribe. We're so back. Oh. Tail kind of disassembled here. That's a little annoying. Ooh. Okay. So each of these tiny spines are gonna have to fold up for the transformation. Sounds complicated, but we'll find out later, of course. There we go. We got some hinge joints, or one hinge joint at the base of the tail, so he can wag up and down and wag side to side. And the rest of the tail has hinge joints only going side to side. Oh, wait a minute. Tripping. So it's up and down, side to side, side to side. No, up and... Never mind. That's how curvy you can get. Downward. That's how curvy you can get upward. Pretty good. Pretty good tail pose ability. Okay, not too much side to side, but you get some. Hell yeah. Dude, I love it. I remember back in the day, Planet X Vulcan. Anybody remember Planet X Vulcan? It was the first third-party Grimlock that I got, and I remember that figure just blowing my socks off at the time. It gave me a blowjob or something? I don't remember the video, right? You know, the thing. This kind of just reminds me of that. I love it when a modern Transformer has some way to hide a fully posable tail. We're gonna find out how this figure does it. I do remember that this, how they hide the tail here is not as impressive as Planet X Vulcan, but still a great attempt. So I don't know. I'm just getting reminiscing here, chat. Back to the good old days when I didn't have dementia. There we go. I just neglected to mention that the toes can split individually, articulated and detailed toes. Ooh, diecast, dude. Yeah, a little bit. I think there is a little bit of metal here. A lot of metal, actually, throughout the whole figure. You can definitely feel it. That's as much working out as I've done in 10 years. Shit. Ooh, and I didn't even mention the arms here. I really love how the arms are fully thought out. They're not just pieces of unarticulated kibble to be dealt with. They're fully detailed, fully proportioned out, and posable. Look at that. Ow. So good. So good. Double bend at the elbow. I still fucked it up. Very good. Very good. Side to side at the head, and as you can see, the tongue. Ooh.
Patrick tipped $5. Jobby,
Thank
are
you.
excited for the Flame Toys Dragon Sword?
Hell
Any
yeah.
chance you'll review
Pre-ordered
more
it.
Flame Toys figures?
Yep.
The Starscream figure is amazing.
I'm not gonna do any of the Flames Toys non-transforming Transformers, but you bet I'm doing the Flame Toys Dragon Zord since I've already got the Megazord, and they combine it. It's gonna be great. I don't care if it's like $300, $400, probably $500. Who cares? But yeah, I'm not gonna do the non-transforming one. Let me know when they do another Adamus Mecha, yeah, or Machina. I don't know. The transforming Flames Toys figures. I want more. If they did a Stealth Bomber Megatron in their style that actually transforms, that's a must-buy for me right there. All right. And I remember seeing a few people on social media making a big deal that the new Titan class Grimlock can move its tongue. Well, let me tell you, chat. This is all the way from 2020. I'm used to that. Fully detailed, too. It's like each freaking taste bud is sculpted in. You can just imagine this guy chasing after questionably aged anime girls. Alright, let's move on. That's a Transformers reference, by the way. Leave a like if you got that. It's part of Transformers history. We don't deny it. Although we all wish to forget it. I can't. Okay. Let's do wait a minute. I was gonna move on to the size comparison, but I just remembered here, Chad. We got an Optimus Prime right here to mess around with. Unfortunately, it does not transform. This is a non-transformable but articulated Optimus Prime, and it does look very good. Another positive of Age of Extinction is Optimus's design here. Although I still prefer the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Shout out to anyone who remembers that video. But as you can see, this figure captures all that detail and the design really, really well. Beautiful paint wash here on the sword to bring out those details. Just very well done. And you could tell too that it's not flopping all over the place. This is beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. When you look up at the stars, think of it as my soul. It's one of the worst ending speeches of a Transformers movie ever. It's like, friendship is magic. I just spoiled a joke from tomorrow's Age of Extinction review. Look forward to it, by the way, if you're just coming in. Movie review tomorrow on the main channel. Age of Extinction movie review featuring Kellen Goff and Kian Carlisle. And yes, his ending speech sucks ass. Anyway, let's pull off that sword here. And this should slide right into his hand very easily. And that just... so good. That looks so good. How articulated is this guy? Waist swivel? Yes. Very tight too, which is nice. Ball joint at the head. Rotation. Got a hinge joint here. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And not an incredible pivot, but there's a pivot nonetheless. It's a ball joint. Very nice stuff. Look at that. And how does he stand? Let me lead you! Beautiful. Thank you, Optimus. Forcibly taking over some comrades. There you go. Yep, he stands up perfectly well. And looks really good next to Grimlock here. Beautiful. Alright, let me see if the instructions show how to sit him on Grimlock. Or maybe we'll just figure it out ourselves. It shouldn't be that hard. I'm sure it's gonna be a... Yep. It's gonna be a standard peg in ass connection. So literally... Let's get him into a seated position here and find the peg on Grimlock. Find the seed.
I'm not saying.
There you go. There you go.
Anonymous tipped $5.
Thank you.
But Jabby, how could you not know about the Adamus Machina Predaking fake fan? But in all seriousness, love the work and am so hyped for the fans' toys Computron. He's my favorite combiner, doesn't get enough love.
Oh, well, congrats for getting a Computron coming soon. Shoutouts to Fans Toys. Also, with your Adamus Machina joke. I know it's a joke, but some people are going to actually think that way, and it goes back to that one Twitter post that I remember seeing a long time ago where it's like the first tweet is like, I like pancakes, and then the comment underneath it says, oh, so you hate waffles then? It's like, bro, that's a whole different sentence. What the fuck are you talking about? So it's the same thing here. Some people will think because I didn't mention the Predaking that I don't know about the Predaking. It's like, go to school. Just go to fucking school, dude. And if anybody doesn't know, Adamus Machina, they're doing a Predaking figure. Unfortunately, it's not going to be super big like Thunder King. It'll be more standard masterpiece size when it's fully combined. And I got it, all right? I ordered it. I pre-ordered it. We'll definitely review it when that comes out. All right. So as you can see, Optimus has to spread his Optimusy quite wide in order to ride Grimlock here. But he can ride him. Beautiful. Let's get him into the good old Napoleon pose, right? That's pretty sick. This is a really fun display here. I mean, in my opinion, if this were how the figure looked, I wouldn't be mad. If this was all the figure had to offer, let me say that, I wouldn't be mad.
But Debbie, I thought you didn't like non-transforming Transformers.
I think mecha dinosaurs get a pass. But, to my delight, this thing does transform. Fully transformable into his, not as cool robot mode. But we're gonna get into the transformation in a little bit here. Right after I figure out if the mace can go anywhere? Give me a second. Maybe the instructions have something to say about that. Can the mace plug in to anywhere on the dinosaur mode? That might be in the last step. It's usually how Hasbro Takara instructions go about it. Weapon storage is always at the end. It don't look like it. That's unfortunate. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe someone who knows more about this figure than I do can correct me if I'm wrong, but it appears that these parts have nowhere to go when they're when the figure is in dinosaur mode. That's a bit of a shame. Maybe you could shove it up his ass. I don't know. It's kind of a missed opportunity. As much as I like how the dinosaur mode looks and feels, kind of a missed opportunity to get this handle piece to connect with the tail in some way. I think that would have been doable. Maybe have all of this stuff fold into itself and have this be like the skeleton of the tail. I think that would have been nice. I don't know. That's just the engineering suggestions in a field that I'm completely unknowledgeable about. I'm not a toy engineer. I'm just critiquing it as a dirty, dirty consumer. And then we have the ball portion of the mason. Yeah, it doesn't plug in anywhere. Maybe you can wear a funny little hat. Oh, that works out. Or maybe on Optimus. There you go. Dark Souls. This is dark. It looks like a Dark Souls boss. All right. Let me bring out the size comparison trio to give you guys an idea of how big this thing is. It is quite big, which I love. Big boys. Big toys for big boys.
Let me lead you.
There you go. So yeah, pretty big. Even with its body long ways, it still is a little taller than the Magic Square Light of Peace. So if we were to get this standing up straight, it would be even taller. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful big boy. Beautiful big chunky boy. My word. This is this is basically how the original Grimlock is stanced up, right?
Me Grimlock hungry. Me Grimlock going to eat your ass.
Okay. Alright.
Jabby's micro penis tipped $5.
Thank you!
Same guy as before. Jabby, would you do me the honors of reviewing fans' toys Kintron as he releases? It would make me very happy. I've been watching you for years and just you could bring some love to an underrated character. Who's your favorite combined?
Well, first of all, I didn't realize my micro penis had internet access. I thought I cut it off ages ago and sold it for a MP44. But anyway, that's a big maybe for the Fans Toys Computron. It's probably gonna have a lot of parts forming there. I do like Fans Toys figures, but for the combiners, yeah, I would rather wait for a potential Mastermind Creations Computron. I think that would go hard. That would also have no parts forming, so big maybe, probably not. Don't hold your breath, and thank you for the donation. You fucking asshole. All right. Let's take a look at more donations. So just to give you, I didn't even say this earlier in the stream, but a lot of people have been donating $5 and above. But for the people that were donating under $5, you had to wait before I read your donations out loud. But now's the time. I'm going to read all of the under $5 donations right now. But for the people who did donate $5 and above, my TTS bot read it out loud for you. So there you go. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for waiting. Let's turn on the turntable here. You know, let's plug Optimus back in. What the fuck? There you go. Oh, God. There's a bit of a tight fit on his Primussy. And let's get this spun around here. There we go. Not the most impressive display. Actually, even with me bullshitting the pose, still looks pretty good. All right, then. While that turns around here, let me go ahead and find my spot in the donations. Again, under $5 donation, so thank you very much for waiting. Hope you didn't wait for that long. We're already 50 minutes into the stream. What the hell? Time flies when you're having fun. It's a Zeus with $1 through the stream element says, "Hey, Juber, watching live from Mexico, and I didn't even know Grimlock had a Bayverse appearance." Can't even blame you for not knowing that he had a Bayverse appearance. He's barely in the movie. And it sucks, too, because he's on all the posters, or most of the posters, most of the cool posters, but he's barely in the movie. I'm telling you, he's got 0.05 seconds of screen time. Fucking dumb. So, anyway, we got Anonymous with $1 through the stream element says, "I was expecting a giant car. Might genuinely be the only joke that I found funny in all 5 movies. It's alright. It's alright." Kellen kind of made a big deal about it when we watched the movie. I completely missed it when we were watching it. And then he told me to rewind it so that we hear it. And it was alright. It's not bad. Not bad. Oh, actually, hold on.
Swivel here.
Okay, we had a donation come in before we even went live. So 2 hours ago. Jesus. Thank you very much. The stream has not been going on that long, so I know that was before we went live here. Thank you, Flame Girl Plays with $3 through the stream elements. See, Jobby, you wanting to mess around with this guy means you secretly love Age of Extinction. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. You're completely right. I have seen the movie more than Kellen has seen Revenge of the Fallen. I love it that much, and I'm unaliving myself tonight. Thank you. We have Anonymous with $1 through the stream element says, oh wait, I read that already. We have, let me see. Oh. I responded to this donation already, but was that an intentional reference? Anyway. We got Ray Ramirez / Decker Seto with $1 through the stream element says, "Good evening, Jobby. Anyways, looking forward to tomorrow's review and what to expect in August. Also, have you seen Superman yet? Don't know if you'll review Peru Kill. Don't. Huh? P.S. Screaming Jobby joke explosion."
Swivel here.
Thank you very much, Ray Ramirez. I did watch Superman. I watched it last
Swivel
Saturday,
here.
and I really like it. I liked it so much that I wrote a review for it. I don't know if I'm gonna film the review, but I wrote a review. I want to say, let's do at least another toy review before I do another movie review, because there's a movie review coming out tomorrow. So after that, I would want to do a toy review, and then maybe after that, I'll film the Superman review that I wrote. Yeah, I quite like it. A lot of people don't, but fuck you, I like it. Kindness is punk rock or whatever. So we have Christopher103 with $1. Through the Stream Element says, I gotta be honest, when you showed/teased that figure in one of your reviews, I thought the box/figure was gonna be a big dinosaur. Also, do you still have that Studio Series Grimlock for comparison? Great question, thank you for bringing it up. I completely forgot to bring it up. I don't have it anymore. I sold it at this past TFCon in March. So, congrats to the lucky person who has that figure now in their possession. I think I sold both of my Age of Extinction Grimlocks, actually. The Voyager class and the Studio Series Leader class. So, I don't have it anymore. We have Lulu with $1 through the Stream Element says, can't wait for the next fail box. I recently painted a Gundam into Optimus Prime and want you to see it so much. I'll probably send you a Twitter picture in PM. You don't have to do that. Just tag me and use the hashtag. There you go. Also, already seen the movie review, laughed out loud at the last file joke. Alright, not gonna spoil it, but thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks for being a member of the main channel. We have Squadzilla with $1. Through the Stream Element says, gotta love Grimlock's one line of screaming at Optimus before getting bitch slapped. Dinobots are the only reason I watched that movie 9 years ago, and I never bothered to see it again. That's right. That is his only line. That's it. Bravo, Michael. Bravo, Michael. We got Hayden CNG with $1. Through the Stream Element says, hey, Jobby, I went to the place today? No Titan class, sadly, but I saw a mangled up Revenge of the Fallen Leader Prime, which deeply saddened me, but I got a Transformer Prime Megatron figure. Congratulations! And, of course, there's, oh wait.
Jabby's left testicle tipped $5. Jabby,
Thank
how
you.
could you sell me after all we've been through, especially so you could a Transformer and not even a good one? You sold me to buy another Optimus Prime. How could you, especially after what you did to that RC figure a while back? God, the stains.
Completely correct. By the way, not worth the left testicle that I'm now missing. This is my Ebenezer Scrooge moment. The ghost of Christmas testicle is coming back to haunt me, and they're completely right. I have to learn my lesson. Alright. But yes, Hayden CNG, I vaguely remember when you were talking about going to a store and maybe getting a Titan class figure. Sorry for you not getting a Titan class figure. That's unfortunate, but congrats on your haul. H Steamhead with $1 through the Stream Element says, until I started watching you, my first exposure to Grimlock was the Age of Extinction, so I never knew of any other designs. Growing as Armada watching kid. Also, when New Age Dark of the Moon Megs review? Great question. I don't fucking know. I wrote the review already too. There's plenty of reviews that I have written, but I haven't filmed yet. So there, not only do I have a figure backlog, I have a script backlog. It's fucked up. My life is spiraling out of control. I'm unaliving myself tonight in Minecraft. Also, you watched Armada growing up, and Grimlock was not in Armada, but he was an Energon. If you remember that. Unicron Trilogy kids. Alright, Anonymous with $1 through the Stream Element says, I was expecting a... Alright. If I was drinking alcohol tonight, I would take a drink every time someone brought up that line as being the best line of the Bayverse films. It's fine. And you know what? You're actually probably right. I was expecting a giant car is probably the best that those movies have to offer in terms of screenwriting. You're probably completely correct. And you know what? Keep saying it. I'll pretend I'm taking a shot. All right, we have RKB48.1 with $1. Through the Stream Element says, after watching AOE, would you rather rewatch that movie or Revenge of the Fallen if you were forced to under threat of castration? Revenge of the Fallen, no question. Which, watch my review tomorrow to see why that is. Wow. That's pretty an extreme opinion if you know my opinions about Revenge of the Fallen. Yes, Age of Extinction is worse. All right. Those are all the donations so far. Keep them coming if you want. You don't have to, but you do. Guarantee that I see your comment or question, and you do support the channel by doing so. So I really do appreciate it. Now, before I go right into the transformation here, which I'm pretty excited about, let me take some water. Let me hydrate. Come on. And look at the regular chat real quick. How are we doing, huh? Strong words, I know, RKB48.1, but just wait for tomorrow's review and you'll see that I'm completely justified in feeling that way. And I'm not the only one, all right? I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Swivel here.
Thank you very much. Caught me on my break, so might as well read it here. PSE with 169 through the stream elements. Holy shit. Jada Toys actually made good Invincible figures. They even whipped out Conquest. It's genuinely close to Mayfix level. Anyway, give me a hoo-ah. Oh, you know what? I'll just do it. Not read it.
Hoo-ah! Obama!
I don't have a simp button, but, simp! I'll do it live. There you go. Thank you very much, and good for you. I'm not gonna get any of those Jada Toys Invincible figures. They do look good, but not my thing. If it's not a mecha or kaiju, there's like a less than 50% chance that I'll get it. But Jabby, what about Miracle? I'm horny, okay? That's a different situation. I will get a figure if I'm horny for it. But other than that, mecha, kaiju, that's about it. That's all I collect. We have, what? All right, let me drink more water before we get into our transformation. And let me respond to a
Jabby's
text real
right
quick,
testicle
actually.
tipped $5.
Thank you very much.
Jabby, what did you to my brother? He went missing a week ago and I haven't been able to find him. Please let me know if he comes. I can't keep pushing as you jerk off to images of David K. Please help Jabby.
I don't do that. I jerk off to pictures of Frank Welker. Thank you very much. All right.
Swivel here.
Give me a second. Sorry, hold on. Excuse me. I know this is very interesting to see me responding to a text, but let me get my thought in. We'll be doing another one of our get-togethers, singing and drinking, but all right. It was Kellen. So, probably not anything gonna happen, but I invited him to hang out. See if he's available. Okay. H Steamhead with $1 through the stream element says, I asked about New Age Megs because I will be getting mine in 1 to 2 weeks. I love their Dark of the Moon Soundwave, and it is sitting in the shelf with all 2007 MPM Decepticons, all those Starscreamers, the Revenge of the Fallen repaint, MPM 8 Meg still coming in mail. Well, hope that you enjoy the figure. I like it. I can give you my brief thoughts about the New Age Dark of the Moon Megatron. It's good. The transformation is a little fucky though, and you could check out my Just Playing stream about that figure. The transformation was kind of complicated, but it does hold together really well, and it looks really good. So there's, you know, here and there's good stuff, bad stuff, but overall good. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, chat. All right, chat. Transformation time. Let me pause the turntable here. Now let's get this out of the way. Let's get Optimus out of the way here. He'll just be hanging out, watching the transformation unfold, and let's hope that this process does not break my brain. Or maybe you would want to hope for that, because that's more entertaining, I suppose. And thank you very much for continuing to donate, but like I said before, anyone donating under $5, you're gonna have to wait a little bit before I read yours out loud. However, $5 and above, I can respond immediately because of my TTS bot. Alright. Let me go ahead and bring out 1 out of 3 foldouts. There you go. We have 1 of these. It's double-sided. And there's 3 of these, so... kind of a long one, but hopefully not too long. That's what she said. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. That means she would like my micro penis. Okay! Dispersion relation time. Let me pause the background music here and bring out the transformation. You know how it is. Sing it if you know it. There we go. Alright. And immediately I'm confused. What the hell? Oh no, it's right here. Just kidding. Let's open this up here. We're gonna flip these parts out. Ooh, gotta reposition. Right? Yes. Correct so far. Wow. And all of this, as I remembered it, chat. All of this. This is gonna be part of the weapon. Really cool use of the back parts. Now we have the figure itself. Boom. Boom. Ooh. What? What?
Mark.gum2 tipped $5.
Thank you.
Jobby, as a man with very little hesitation and with no concept of money. I have a masterpiece Bayverse only collection, and this guy is definitely up there with being the best I own, and a very solid figure all around, and the transformation ain't too bad.
I believe you, and sorry for your loss of money. Relatable. There's this particular graphic on the instructions that is a tiny bit confusing. What are you talking about? Huh? Okay. Oh, okay. It's just that. I'm pretty sure. And this will all unplug, I think. Yeah, instructions unclear. Got my dick stuck in a dinosaur. Yeah, this seems like it's supposed to untab from the belly here. That's how I'm reading it anyway. Yeah, there it is. That's all. So we just unfold the tummy. And we can move on. There we go. We can split legs here, which make up the majority of the dinosaur body. Very nice. There we go. Get that all released. Wow. Gonna have to zoom out now. And from there, we can pull the legs out. Yes! The hips. They extend outward. There we go. Makes sense. There we go. All right. Now we're dealing with the right leg, apparently. All this folds out like that. His nice, weirdly fancy boots. That's something that I'll bring up when we get into the robot mode. It's a strange design. I like the design for it, but it's kind of strange. It looks a little too aristocratic for Grimlock, in my opinion. But that's not a knock against the figure. That's more so for the design. Yeah. So this whole part extends outward. Then we can flip that down. And that's gonna form the side of the leg there. There we go. Oh! Wait, what? Oh, damn. Completely skipped some steps, my bad. Insert Alex Jones clip. I gotta be honest. I'm kinda... Okay. So the dinosaur arm is going to fold right into the calf. Very good place to put it. Just so that it stays out of the way. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Just have to line it up properly and we have it. Now we can fold up that. Everything plugs in. The arm even plugs into the other side of the calf here. There we go. And woo, lines up perfectly right there. And then we can... Does this just stay here? Oh, it does. It does. And then we just plug this in to the leg. Dude, look at that. That is pretty damn seamless. Really nice engineering for the legs here. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. That's beautiful. Beautiful engineering. Transformium could never. We've got some things to say about Transformium, for God's sake. Even if you like the movie, I cannot see why you would defend Transformium. Sucks my ass. Transformium looks like my ass. Anyway. Boom. Whoa. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Flip the page here. Whoop. On the whole top half of the instructions on the flip side is just doing what we already did with the other leg. Now we're gonna do the arms. Lovely. Oh dear, lovely. So, we flip out that robot mode hand. And we give that a twist. And we fold out the thumb. Reposition that thumb like that. We can swivel the dinosaur foot. Open it up because it wants to so desperately. Flip out the dew claw. And... oh, actually, we should be flipping down the dew claw here. And that should allow it to fold all the way up into the arm. Just such a great way to tuck everything in, huh? But I gotta line it up properly first. Everything should plug in, I assume. Right? Am I going crazy? What? Hold on. No, I guess it just stays like that for now. And what part is this? What? What? No. All right, that is a bit vague on the instructions part. What the hell does that mean? Oh, gotcha. It's this part. We fold this up, and then we bring this down here. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gonna have to That's a bit tricky. There we go. This part flips up like that. And oh, it just plugs in. Right there. Easy. The instructions were just a little vague, so it was I made it a little too difficult. Made it a little more complicated than it had to be. But not bad. Not the worst instructions that I've had to deal with. Just, yeah, somewhat vague. Like, very... Just, like... You know, there's not a lot of context within each of these steps, but I figured it out. Now we're gonna do the other arm, I assume, once we get into this next fold out here. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay, I see. So this last one does not have another side, and this one paper is dedicated to the weapon. So this is actually going to be the end of the transformation here, and then we're going to do the weapons. I see. I was wondering, like, oh shit, it's ending. The transformation's already. We're on the final stretch. Okay, so we fold this up. Whew, that was a bit tight. And then that will fold into here. Yes. And it will plug in. Oh, gotcha. So there's a hole there, and there's a tab inside there, and you just plug that in. Beautiful. And then close that up, and we have an arm. God damn, look at that. Look at how seamless that was. Turned a dinosaur leg into a robot arm. Beautiful. Let's do the other arm real quick. You could already see the robot mode taking shape. Just, yeah, excellent engineering. Unique toys level, TBH. Right? What do you think? H Steamhead says, well, isn't this just upscaled and improved SS Grimlock? Wrong! It's not. It's a completely new mold. I wouldn't be surprised if they used some elements of an official Studio Series figure in terms of the molding, but the engineering and the actual transformation here, this is completely new. This was nothing like the Studio Series figure. Yeah, I assume that it is a completely different mold. Right. Okay, I don't think I need the instructions for this. I've done it once, I should be able to do it again. There you go. Now we just fold this up like that. Ooh. Let's rotate that. Bend this. And that plugs in. Oh, there we go. Satisfying.
Anonymous tipped $5.
Thank you very much.
Would also love to see you review the 2007 Optimus Primes that are coming up from Unique Toys and Magnificent Mecha. They both look amazing and I'm super excited for them to come out.
Yeah, I'm going with the Unique Toys one, but the... have they released images of the Magnificent Mecha one? I'm not sure. But for sure, I'm doing the Unique Toys one. Okay. Yeah, the Unique Toys one, I've already pre-ordered it. I've got a lot of shit on pre-order. That's for sure. So now what we got? The body. So... Huh? Freaking excuse me? Okay, these kind of slide back and forth. Alright. Gonna have to figure this out real quick. So I have already done what the instructions were telling me to do, which is position the robot mode legs as they are right here. And absolutely loving it so far. But now I'm trying to figure out what the next step is. Again, just very vague. Like, what are you freaking talking about here? Nah, I'll just continue. I'll just fold out the head. There we go. Now we can twist the dinosaur mode, the dinosaur head and tail around like that. Here we go. This is what we do with the posable tail. All it does is split apart and there you go. Fillet it. And what do we got here? Okay, yeah, they're just reiterating what I just did. Fold in the spines. There you are. And that's about it for now. And they do end up like this in the robot mode. So he has a pair of coattails. Very fancy. Very civilized, which Grimlock is not. So I don't know why. Is that movie accurate? I don't remember us getting any Grimlock back shots in the movie, so I couldn't pay attention to what was going on behind him. But does he have coattails in the movie? I wonder. Alright. We can split the head. Look at that. The head doesn't even look like it splits apart, but it do. Very cleverly hidden seam. Oh, actually, let me bring out a part separator, make things easier for us. Oh, split his brain. There we go. This happened in King Kong, right? There. And then all of that splits apart. And look at that. Wow. So in this sense, kind of similar to the actually no. I don't know. That's just not I was going to say similar to the Leader Class Studio series. No, it's not. This is just G Creation's way of getting the T-Rex heads in the same place as the design calls for. Now, what the frick is this part? What? What the hell? Hold on a second. What is this? Ah! Gotcha. Jesus. Again with the, look at that. Contextless step. Confused me, but I got it. That is this neck part here. So that is going to rotate down for aesthetic purposes. Yes, I believe. Yes. this is correct, yeah. So we move this one to the side, and that allows us to bring this one downwards. There you go. Kinda easy to miss. Alright. And now, the robot mode arms here. I mean, I've already positioned them as they should be, so I can safely skip that step, because I've already done it. Okay. Now we're gonna form the robot mode back. The back shots. God, such a cool way of doing it. So, yeah, all this, what used to be the dinosaur mode neck, is gonna plug right into here, and that is going to form a kibbleless back for the robot mode. So, just amazing. Just amazing engineering. I love this. Ah, I see. Then we push these parts together here. And yeah, that becomes a very cohesive back. Cohesive, nice and flat, kibble-free.
I love
Thank
your
you.
content. I also wanted to say that by the end of the year, I hope to send you the reformatted R48 SG Optus Prominent Servered Geist. It's a third-party shattered glass Optimus based on Optus Bexus. I also hope to send a few other things as well.
Thank you very
Martha
much.
tipped $5.
Hold that thought.
So we gonna get a review for this guy finally? But I have a feeling the wait may be a while.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot more stuff that I would want to take a look at before I take a look at this guy. But because I'm doing a Just Playing stream for this figure, that means that it automatically becomes part of the backlog. It becomes part of the script backlog, because how it's supposed to work is that I write a rough review of my Just Playing figures. I'm a little backlog on that as well, so I've got a lot of shit to catch up with. Just today, I was doing rough reviews for my Pacific Rim figures that I played with a while back, so this will just be added to the pile. Trying to figure something out here. This back part doesn't exactly want... Oh, okay, got it. I'm fucking dumb. I was supposed to just lift up the head part a little higher, and now these pegs will be able to reach these holes. Oh, and to answer the Dragonaut72 donation here, I appreciate the donation. Hold that thought.
For another live.
Thank you.
Dreamstar.
All right. Thank you very much for that pretty big dono, $10. And Dreamstar, yeah, like, a lot of people have been telling me about them, and I've seen their stuff. They look cool, but I don't think I'm gonna get them anytime soon. Maybe I'll regret it when they're all out, but I've got a lot of shit to cover already, as it is. But anyway, Dragonaut72, I really do appreciate that donation and the generosity, but I'm not accepting fan mail, so you're not able to send me anything currently. You are able to give me stuff in person if I appear at a con. Okay, there. Back is plugged in, and it is glorious. Oh, hold on. Let me unplug that real quick and collapse that and make it even more cohesive. There we go. Look at that. Just completely kibble-free. Beautiful. Now, the shoulder pads, the dinosaur head, and now I'm gonna have to reposition the camera because this guy got significantly taller. There we go. Whoa. So, how does this go? Yes. So the bottom jaw of the T-Rex, it will flip up like that and plug into the head. to make a full shoulder pad. Look at that. I don't know if that's movie accurate, but it looks really good. And it kind of came undone a little easily. Give that a nice push. And... Yep, I folded in the horn already. And that should... What? Does it just sit here or does it plug in? Let me see. Kind of looks like it just sits there. I don't remember that being the case. Not my favorite. I wish that the shoulder pad would have plugged in somehow. Maybe I'm missing something. Or they stay unplugged so that they're so that they don't interfere with articulation, right? So they are still fully posable. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a slot for them to plug into the shoulder. So yeah, they're just chilling. They just chill. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. But there you are. It is what it is, chat. What do you think? You think it should plug in, or am I just being dramatic? There. And the same thing with the other side. There we go. There he is. Oh, this feels a bit better. Okay, hold on. Let me bring out the screwdriver. This is feeling a little bit floppy, and there is a screw here, so I can feasibly fix it. It's not broken, but it's just... I would prefer it to be a bit tighter. If they're not gonna plug in, at least have the struts be as tight as possible. So, bring out my screwdriver real quick and get to tightening this part right here. Just a bit. Don't want to overdo it now. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Feels a lot better. And let's just replug everything. Give that a nice push. And I think we've got it. There we go. There we go. That feels nice. Okay, now it doesn't really matter that they don't plug in because it feels tight. The shoulder pads are articulated. Very good. Home stretch now, chat. Just gotta do the coattails, which is as simple as folding this up, collapsing it, plugging it in, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. And the head, just flip up the horn. Wow. Lovely. Oh, and the fold down the chest parts, but they kind of did that naturally. And the body? What? What? Oh, we push these out? Okay, so they were folded like this, and now we're just getting them into position, but they kind of already were. Oh, I see. They shift down. Dude. And there he is. Fully articulated fingers with the thumb and the hands and the legs and the wow. Like I said, not my favorite design, but he's still a pretty damn good design. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Then we have Optimus here chilling. Okay. Before I turn off the transformation music, let's do the weapon. Let's include the weapon in the transformation. So bring out that last page. And it has no other side, so this is the finale. We're bringing it back. All of this back parts, which is not kibble. I guess you could call it parts forming, but if it's for the sake of a weapon, I don't mind. So, we'll just have to fold this in. And we folding this? Hold on. Tripping. Quentin Rom says, does Grimlock have childbearing hips or a diaper? I regret to inform you he has a diaper. It's called a kilt. Be respectful of other people's cultures. It's called a kilt. Okay, so we can fold this up like that. And there seems to be two things that we should be swiveling according to the instructions. I guess this. Yep, we swivel these. Oh, and what this folds in? Yeah, the instructions, for some reason the instructions are not great for the mace. But I mean, I could kind of fumble around, figure it out, using the instructions as a basic guideline here. Okay. It has become origami. Good thing or bad thing, that's up to you, I suppose. Whoa. Okay, definitely gotta fold it up like that. Yeah. This is becoming a bit this is becoming a bit of a mess. Like, great idea. And we'll see how it all holds up, but getting this to work is a little tricky, it seems. Ooh. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
You tipped $5 after
Thank
watching your King Toys Thunder King review. Are we gonna get more reviews on Devil Savior's figures? Or are you gonna do a review on just Troublemaker as a whole?
No, I think I'm gonna do them individually, like I did with the Kang Toys Predacons. Yeah, they'll be individual reviews. Look forward to that, I guess. For more potential suffering. I know you guys like that shit. There we go. Yep, we are getting there, chat. It took a little bit, but we're almost there. If it looks like a confusing, crumpled up mess, that's because it kind of is. And the instructions didn't really help me in that regard. But I figured it out. I let the figure itself lead me. There we go. And when everything is plugged in, feels solid. Seems like it should be more solid though. Yeah, maybe it's the figure, maybe it's user error, I don't know, but I'll figure it out as we go on.
Partly thanks
Thank
to
you.
I run a Toughness Matters deck, think inverse of Godzilla's effect. I've watched your deck tech 5 times.
Wow. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed that video. It almost feels like I should make more, right? Magic the Gathering videos. Well, yeah, happy that you're enjoying the game. And let me just tell you that I've updated that deck like 5 times already, the dinosaur deck. I could do an updated deck tech at some point. If enough people ask for it, I guess. Yeah, so I guess this is how it should be, but why is it still like that? I feel like there should be more plugging in right here, or maybe that's just the figure. Like, am I missing something, or is the figure just like that? Because if it's just like that, that's a little unfortunate that, yeah, these side parts don't seem to plug in. They just sit there, and they're die-cast metal too. I could feel it. But everything else fits into a solid or somewhat solid brick. Oh, and I forgot. This part has to be folded out like that. Yeah. I guess that's that for the mace. The reason why I was taking so long with it right now is because I expected it to plug in even more, but I think that is actually a problem with the engineering. That's I love the idea, don't get me wrong. I stick by to how excited I was earlier about the back becoming part of the weapon, but they could have engineered it in a better way for it to be more solid than it is. Because, I mean, you could tell just by looking at it that if you were to give it just a good enough squeeze, it'll come apart, but no, that's it. That is the top of his staff. That's simply going to plug into this part that doesn't go anywhere in dinosaur mode. You just plug this in. Plug this into here. Yeah. Like that. Hold on. It seems to be a very particular area that it has to plug in.
Gojira tipped $5.
Thank you.
I remember my buddy recommender of it, and it was the Sonic Nendoroid, and I just laugh at the Shinji part.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's nice. You've been watching for that long. Love that. Yeah, now it's just a matter of trying to plug this in to the actual staff part. What the hell? Okay. I kind of see the vision here. There we are. Just had to line it up really specifically. And we got it. And by plugging that in, it kind of came undone. Ah, come on, man. Come on, man. It just goes to show. It shows that this weapon should have been way more solid than it is. Come on. Okay. But there you have it. And that will just plug into Grimlock's hand. Super heavy weapon because this is just a clump of die-cast metal. So you want to be careful when this figure holds it. There we are. And the mace, or the club hand, I guess. You can split that apart. And that will just plug right in to the robot mode hand, or close around the robot mode hand. Whoop. Should have taken my own advice. If I remember correctly, this is very much like the Studio Series figure, just closing the ball around the fist. Yeah. Oh, I see. There's grooves to line everything up here. There we go. For some reason, I can't get it to close
Mark
all the
Duck on
way,
Cheap
but
Tip $20.
I think that's good enough.
Last dono will give. Was
Thank
fun
you.
dropping by Jobby. I don't catch these streams too often, but it's fun to see you playing with a figure I love. Have a good rest of the stream.
Hey, and you have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for stopping by and your donations. Really appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, you wanna position this in a way that it is touching the floor, because if you're trying to get him to freehand it, no dice. It's way too heavy for that. Yeah. Have the tip contact the floor. Okay. All right. The weapon took a little longer than I expected it to, but the robot mode itself is great. Let me pause the background music here. And bring back the normal background music. Look at this. And here we have the robot mode. Let's just unplug this for now. We can display him with it later. Look at how it all turned out, chat. They don't call this the best Age of Extinction Grimlock for no reason. All that detail, all the detail that we saw with the dinosaur mode, obviously it carries over. But just the engineering to get here was actually really, really nice. Instructions were maybe a little too basic, but not the worst. They're definitely not Kang Toys level of bad instructions. And the engineering itself, very nice. Like I was saying during the transformation process, very reminiscent of Unique Toys in the cleverness and the resulting robot mode here. Just very clean. The proportions are perfect. I'm not sure about the back here. I don't know if this is movie accurate, but it looks good. It's a great design element, even though it doesn't really fit the character. Coattails, very fancy coattails. But just how the back turned out, and the fact that the back is made out of the neck of the dinosaur mode, just brilliant stuff. Unique Toys level stuff. Let's take a look at that head sculpt. Yeah, not my favorite design, but the head does capture the movie design really well, and he should have a mouth. Yep, he's got an opening mouth so that you can recreate his only line of dialogue in the film. Ugh! That's all he says. That's literally all he says. And he looks like this. He looks like this while he's delivering his only line of dialogue. Very nice. Missed opportunity for a light-up feature, though. I'm just saying. Not necessary, but I can't help but point it out, especially because of the price. $240, come on. But yeah, really cool. All the dinosaur mode parts that had to be hidden away are in a really nice way. Like the dinosaur arms are stored in the legs, which is so good. And I love that how compactly the dinosaur feet become the forearm parts. Beautiful stuff. Ooh, and you could already hear how solid this guy is. Very strong ratchet joints. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the shoulder pads not actually plugging in, but because they're floating, they count as articulation. So let's just do a bit of an articulation test here. Rotation with a slight ratchet, always nice. Arm moves all the way out like that. He can do a convincing T-pose. How about that head? The head can look down a lot, but not too far up. And that's because of his stupid xenomorph head. Oh, that's not great. The back, untabbed. Not the best, but at the very least, you can just plug that right back in. Ooh. Yeah. There we go. Just plug that right back in. That could use a bit of tightening, that connection. TBH. Not the worst, but it could be better. There we go. But yeah, the head can't really... Oh, it actually can't look up at all. So it could only look down. I guess that's accurate to the character. He has no reason to look up because he's the biggest one there. And no side to side. It is just a... There you go. So yeah, pretty standard arm articulation. As you saw during the transformation, the hands have individually articulated fingers, and he only has 4 fingers, which I didn't know. And they do look really good. This is proof enough that this is a completely brand new mold, because none of the Studio Series or official Age of Extinction Grimlocks had individual fingers. Right? Am I crazy? I could swear that that is correct. This is the only one with individual fingers. Yeah, that's pretty sick, isn't it? And you could already see that waist swivel. Maybe just a teeny tiny bit loose for my taste, but not too bad. Like it still feels good. But I guess for my personal preference, this would have just been a ratchet joint. And there's no ab crunch, that's fine. Okay, so kind of a questionable part here, the skirt area. So this whole section, I think it should be able to flip up, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay, so it's in 2 pieces, so you can fold these 2 sections up like that, and then that allows boyoyoing. And with that folded out, you can rotate the leg. Oh, what the hell? Woo! Pretty damn tight. Oh, okay. Weirdly enough, the rotation at the hip is not a ratchet joint, but it's still pretty damn tight. And due to the skirt, it can't kick up super high, but high enough, I guess. It can move back that far. You can see that the coattails can move up to accommodate for that. So his legs can move back more than they could move forward. How's that spread? Side skirts here, they move out so that we can properly get a handle of this
Me Grimlock Goonie. Me Grimlock Goon King.
Whoa. Alright, chat. Say it with me. Spread check. Spread check, chat. Spread check. Spread check, chat. A Grimlockable spread. Beautiful. Thank you, Daniel D. Eager. A Grimlockable spread. Oh! Beautiful freaking spread. And what is this? Oh, that's just for the dinosaur mode. Little dangle. He's got a loose little taint, dude. What the fuck? Hinge joint at the taint. Beautiful spread. Oh. And the spread has a ratchet joint. But not the rotation. That's fine. The rotation is tight enough, but I love that ratchet joint at the spread. And we got a... Ooh! Ah! Creaky thigh swivel. Oh, bend at the knee. Not a double bend. Oi! Is it? Is it a double bend? It is not. Yeah. That's as far as the knee bends. That's fine. Doesn't have to be a double bend. I would have liked it, but doesn't have to be. And then we have some ankle articulation. Up. Down. These heel and toe parts don't snap in at all, so I guess they can count as articulation too. And how is that pivot? How'd that pivot? It's alright. It's a pivot. See? It's okay. It's not the most beautiful pivot, but it's a pivot. It's there. Just like this character. He's just there in the film. Alright. So yeah, posability's not too bad, and everything feels solid, at least. Nothing feels super floppy, although I am concerned about the integrity of the back. Could tighten up that connection. So now let's get him into a dynamic pose, as dynamic as we can get it. Get that waist twist. Pivot the ankle like that. Ooh, okay. Yep, I'm keeping that that ball hand. Let's move the shoulder pads. Let's open up the mouth so that he's saying his only line of dialogue. Award-worthy dialogue. And let's bring back his weapon. I want him to hold it properly. So this is kind of a oh, you know what? I think I've been following the instructions a little too closely. I think this would actually fit better in his other hand. So let's switch the weapons here. And let's switch the orientation of the pose, actually. Yeah, this could work better. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Just going through it, you know, this does feel very nice, very hefty, very cold as well. G Creations, they really cooked here. And I guess I do have to Google it because no one really answered if they're still around. I gotta look into if they're still making stuff, because yeah, if they haven't made stuff since 2020, that would be a damn shame, because this guy is pretty freaking cool. Oh, they are different. Pieces are different. Oh, my bad. Oh! Oh, no, I got it correct. This one goes in here and lines up with the robot mode fingers. I'm gonna keep that thumb up, and then we can just close that up, hopefully. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, this is a better fit. So this hand carries the weapon better. And now for this one here. Yup. I suspected it because there is a bit of asymmetry to the peg on the staff. As you can see, it's not in the middle of the staff. It's kind of like overhanging off of the center. So this would definitely fit more into his left hand. Yes. Yes, there you go. Oh, yeah. That's the ticket right there, chat. Oh. My word. Yeah. This guy's a winner. This guy's a freaking winner. I can't say the same about his movie, but holy shit, this figure's sick. It's even a bit better than I remembered it. Like I said earlier in the stream, I did play with this a long time ago when I first bought it in 2020, but reopening it now, it hasn't really aged. You know, it feels like they could have released this figure now, and I would be just as excited for the engineering of it, the transformation, the proportions of it, the posability. This is a great piece. Look at that. I mean, there is still room for another third party to come in and improve upon some things, maybe do their own take of an Age of Extinction Grimlock, but a lot of people in the chat were correct. This remains, even after 5 years, the best Age of Extinction Grimlock figure. For sure. It would be so cool if this company were to do the other Age of Extinction Dinobots and gaslight everybody into thinking that the movie is good. It's almost working on me. But then I remember the review coming out tomorrow, and then I remember, oh, this movie's actually shit, and the only good part was 0.0000005 seconds of screen time of the Dinobots. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. Let's see, the coattails, look at that. You can even get the coattails to be as dynamic as you want. They're blowing in the wind, I guess.
Here.
Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Beautiful. All right. Size comparison trio. He big. Even bigger than a standard masterpiece scale.
Super chatted $5.
Thank you very much.
Me Grimlock like Jobby. He make me king from bad movie.
Yes. No need to thank me, Grimlock. You did that your own damn self. Grimlock is always king, even no matter how bad the media. Grimlock will always come out on top. Despite how, no matter how much screen time he gets, he will be the best part. There he is. Big boy. $240 though? I don't know. I don't know about that. He's really good, don't get me wrong, but $240, that's pretty steep. That's about as pricey as, did I say $340? $240. Maybe I already did say $240. Sorry, I'm losing my mind a little bit. But $240 is about as pricey as the Robot Paradise Acoustic Wave, which I absolutely love, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can justify that, or if the figure justifies its price, but it is a damn good figure. $100. Maybe even a little over $100. I would be like, yeah, that's a great fucking price. But $240, that's a lot. I guess paying for all the metal die-cast in it. Jesus. So good though. That's the thing. It's like I'm not mad that it's $240, but I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned because of how pricey it is, but it's fucking good. Can't say I regret it. What do you guys think, chat? Alright. And with just 2 hours into the stream, I think we're done playing with the figure. That is about all there is to cover about the G Creations M Wrath third-party Age of Extinction Grimlock. Beautiful. Beautiful piece. Let me get this thing turning. Beautiful piece. Highly recommended if you like the Age of Extinction Dinobots. Especially if you're... You know, I was gonna make a joke about liking Age of Extinction, but it's clear that a lot of people like that movie, so there's like a non-zero chance that there's a bunch of you that like the movie. If you like the movie, you definitely gotta get this figure, but be wary of that price tag, $240, and be wary of its stock status. Since this figure came out all the way in 2020, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to find it anywhere now. Even the link in the description that I left, it's out of stock. I just left it there just in case it comes back in stock. But if you wanted a beautiful third-party Age of Extinction Grimlock, it could be worth the hunt. It could be worth hunting for it. Maybe at a convention. Maybe some convention will have it for cheaper or marked up. I don't know. But it's good. That's all I gotta say for now. And I will refrain from giving it a score because this is not a review. This is my first impressions. Perhaps I will find some issues over time that will factor into my final score in the full review of this guy, which I don't know when that's going to come out, but rest assured I will write the script for this on Monday. So, there he is. There he is. G Creations M Wrath. Not Grimlock, along with the Optimus Prime. Look at that. You know what? $240 and you get a scaled down, beautiful, articulated Optimus Prime. Maybe it's not so bad then, because you do get 2 figures for 1 price. And nowadays, this thing alone would probably cost $50, so. But it doesn't transform, that's a problem. Alright. Alright, chat. Let me drink a little more water, and then I think we're just gonna jump right in to more under $5 donations. Oh. Goji115 in the chat. You bring up a good point. Wonder how his joints hold up over time based on the diecast alone. I mean, this guy was in my storage for 5 years, and like I said, 5 years ago I played with it, put it back in the box. 5 years later, crack it open for the stream, and nothing has really loosened up in those 5 years. But that's not really a fair comparison because I didn't touch it for 5 years, so let's find out with 5 years of touching. That sounds weird. That sounded weird. That sounded better in my head. Anyway, chat. Donation time. Donation time. Here we go. Let me find the spot here. Thank you very much for continuing to donate. Thank you for your support and appreciate your patience here. Sorry to keep you waiting for so long. All of my under $5 donators. Let's see here. Here we go. We have Jabby's fallopian tubes with $1 through the stream element. Oh, I see what's going on. Jabby is my previous ex-wife. My ex-wife before my ex-wife. I see the common mistake. Misunderstanding here. And that's correct. My ex-wife had testicles. We have a lot of $5 and above donations, so I can safely skip these. Thank you very much. Nimbus Jujubee with $1 through the stream element says, "Hey Jobby, has your Kang Toy sludge shipped yet? Also, it's great seeing Kang Toys on their third Dinobot this year after taking over a year to release Swoop." That's great. It's great that that Kang Toys is moving at such a good pace. And my copy of Sludge has definitely shipped out. In fact, it might already be in my storage because I got it for free. Shozy store. God bless them. Link in the description to the Shozy store. They hooked me up with a free copy of Kang Toy Sludge. They shipped it out, and I think I already have it. I haven't opened it up. I'm gonna have to wait until the end of the month for the next Failbox stream, but I'm pretty damn sure that I have the Kang Toy Sludge already. Which means I gotta take a look at the Kang Toy Slag very soon. We got... H Steamhead with $1 through the stream element says, "Was nice hanging out here, but I need to sleep. It is past 6 in the morning in Finland. Looking forward to that New Age Megs review whenever you get the motivation, and for other figures too." Thank you very much, and it really isn't about motivation. It's more so about all the other shit that I want to look at before I take a look at Megatron. For instance, we got a bunch of Godzilla stuff that I want to take a look at. There's more Transformers that I want to take a look at before I get into New Age Megatron, but he will be in there somewhere. I don't know when, but he's not a priority right now. Not about motivation. It might have been about motivation a few months ago, but I got it back. I'm ready to rock, I'm ready to roll, I'm ready to swivel. So look forward to more content. And by the way, if you missed out on the news, new review tomorrow, movie review, Age of Extinction movie review, come on.
But Debbie, where's the next video?
Tomorrow. Hayden CNG with $1 through the stream elements. My Transformers Prime Megatron is okay at best. It was a lot cooler in the packaging than in hand. I don't think I'll be keeping it long, TBH. Also put a stain on pre-Prime Wars Trilogy figures as a whole. Prime Wars Trilogy is 2015, 2017, 18, for me at least. Alright, sorry to hear that. B Prime 22? Oh, okay. I already responded to that. Thank you very much. Feel free to continue donating. We're gonna be here for a bit, maybe an hour or two more. Depends on how we feel, right? Let's try for... You know what? Let's not worry about how much longer we're gonna stay here. Let's get right in to our live Q&A portion. Live Q&A, live hangout. Go ahead and ask me anything. Keep on donating if you want. Same thing, donations is a guarantee that I'll see your comment or question. However, if you donate under $5 right now, you won't have to wait that long for me to read your donation because I've got eyes on the monitor now. I don't have this beautiful figure distracting me from you guys anymore. So, let's get it. Let's go ahead and hang out, live Q&A. One of my favorite things to do, and I assume one of your favorite things to do as well. Ask me anything. Well, actually, let me ring it in with a drink.
But Debbie, I thought you weren't gonna drink. Alcohol.
I'm not drinking alcohol. I have no alcohol in the fridge. I made sure of that. I've got some Sody Pops. Let's do an apple. Let's go. It's not alcohol, but it is something fun and bubbly in my mouth. Okay. We got, not sponsored, but some
Izzy! We got some Izzy!
Sparkling apple flavor. This is my favorite flavor, but all of them are really good. I'm running out. I'm already running out of this flavor. I should buy more. Cheers! Happy Friday, everybody. Oh, cheers. There you go. Happy Friday. All right. Ready for you. Masaki Hana in the chat saying, I missed your previous streams, but what's your opinion on the new metal build Avas, including the ones on P Bandai? If I remember correctly, they're all just repaints and retools. I'm done. Bandai, stop it. I already bought the first releases. Stop it. Okay. Aiding the Drawer says Lego Soundwave is out today. Yes, yes it is. And I gotta give a big shout out to... Let me check my Twitter. Who was it? Who was the beautiful person that spammed the link like I asked? Soren Rose on Twitter. Thank you so much for linking me. I got my order in right before it sells out, because I'm sure it will. Because right now it's available to Lego Insiders, which, you know, it's not that big of a deal to get a Lego Insiders membership. You don't even have to pay for it. It's free. So I got one, and I bought the set. Lego Soundwave, guaranteed build and show stream, guaranteed review. I'm really excited for it. I didn't even expect them to have like electronic features in there. It's so cool, and such a great choice for a Legoization of a Transformer. Yeah, very excited for that. Look forward to it. Lego Soundwave. It better be worth it because it was fucking expensive. Colinzilla 1954 says, when are you doing a Godzilla Evolve review? I don't know. I'm actually gonna put that to a poll. So, Age of Extinction movie review is tomorrow, like I said. But after that, I want to do a toy review. And what I want to figure out is the toy review going to be Godzilla related or Kang Toys Dinobot related? And I already put a poll up, a member poll, in early July. And the Godzilla stuff got completely wrecked by the Transformer stuff. Of course it did. I don't know what I expected, but it kind of it upset me because I missed talking about Godzilla shit. However, I have a bad feeling that what my members want to see doesn't necessarily reflect what the rest of you guys want to see. Does that make sense? So what I want to do is put a poll up for everybody and then aggregate them, and we'll get to the freaking bottom of it, what you guys actually want to see. But regardless of what comes out after my Age of Extinction review, I am gonna be doing Godzilla. I don't care. I don't care if Godzilla gets completely ass blasted in this mega poll that I'm about to do. I'm still doing Godzilla. But what I want to find out with this poll is if I'm doing Godzilla now or later. But either way, there will be more Godzilla content. I don't care if you don't want it. So, that's how I feel. God damn it. Okay. Oh, and especially, I played with the Hayatoys King Ghidorah 1991 and the Hayatoys Godzilla Evolved on Wednesday. Shout out if you were there, by the way. But just from that stream till now, I have become obsessed with that Ghidorah figure. It's so good, and I think it is my favorite Hayatoys Godzilla figure. It took its place over Shimo. So, I definitely want to review that as well, but we got a lot of shit to do. We got a lot of videos to get through before I get to that point. Alright. Exactly. It's a Zeus. Jobby instigating a civil war in between members and non-members. You're goddamn right I am. I want to get to the bottom of it. Because already there is a difference in opinion between even my members and my patrons. My members are more Transformers enthusiasts. My patrons actually are more, they're more open to non-Transformers stuff. which is interesting. I wonder why that is. But again, regardless of the results of the poll, it doesn't affect what I'm gonna do and not gonna do. It just affects in what order I'm gonna do them. So I'm gonna do everything that's on the polls, regardless of the results. But just the poll determines in what order I take a look at them. All right. Kenneth Travers says, what's a Godzilla kaiju figure you want, even if it hasn't been made yet? Kaiser Ghidorah from Final Wars. Oh my goodness. Haya Toys, I would hope that they would do a Kaiser Ghidorah from Final Wars. That would be sick, because the stuff that they've been doing so far, King Ghidorah, Shimo, and then all this upcoming shit that they announced at Comic-Con, holy moly. They're doing good work, and I hope they get their hands on Kaiser Ghidorah at some point. I would love for them to do Shin Godzilla and -1 Godzilla at some point as well. That would be sick. D. Noren says you should be getting Kang Toy Sludge soon, so Dinobots are just in your future. I mentioned this not that long ago. Dean Oren? Am I pronouncing that correctly? I mentioned this not that long ago, but Shozy store, link in the description, they sent the Kang Toy Sludge already. They shipped it out to me. And I'm pretty sure I already have it. So it's already in my storage. Like 90% sure that I have it in my storage. So I'll have to wait till the end of the month for the fail box to find out. But yes, they are in my future for sure. Kid Kai 28 says, have you seen the recent Dandadan episode? I did. Holy shit. Adorable. Very cute. The romantic aspect is really well done, and I'm rooting for them. It's very nice. Dandadan's good, by the way, chat, if you haven't heard. Kenneth Travers says, imagine if some toy company that can make a Monster X figure that can turn into Kaiser Ghidorah and back. Talk about an impossible task if you ask me. Yeah, but it would be so sick, wouldn't it? Unique Toys! Unique Toys, get on it! A transforming Monster X figure that can transform into Kaiser Ghidorah. That would be sick. Dog Jacob says, any update of when the Unique Toys Optimus Prime is coming out? I have no idea. I don't work for Unique Toys, so I don't know. I don't know when they're gonna release it. Let me look up on the Shozy store. Let me see what the Shozy store has it listed. It's still on pre-order, so not soon. Let me see. Nope, Shozy store doesn't have a estimated release date. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. And not necessarily directed at you, Dog Jacob, but I guess a lot of people. I'm not, yeah, not necessarily talking about you, Dog Jacob, but I think because I've been doing the YouTube thing and the toy review thing for quite a long time now, people kind of expect me to be connected to the industry in some way, but I'm not. I am less connected and less cool than you think I am. I am still just a dude. I am still just a dude working out of this outhouse. And that's it. I'm not I don't have like special connections or anything to toy companies. Shozy store is the closest that I have to a toy company connection, because they will occasionally they will get into contact with certain third-party manufacturers and ask me, like, hey, you want this figure for free? They're sending out samples, and then I'll be like, cool. But that's about it. I don't know when shit's getting released necessarily, and I don't usually have early access to figures. Even with Shozy store, when they send me stuff for free, it's when they're about to release. Does that make sense? So, sorry. Sorry for not being as cool as you think I am. But hey, it's pretty cool that I'm getting a Kang Toy Sludge for free, right? That's cool. Yeah, Spider-Man 45. That's a great way to put it. Way better than my ramble right now. Jobby is still the toy connoisseur, not the toy journalist. Correct. Correct. Perfect. Perfectly said. Yamahama says Lost Utopia Films just released a new episode of their analog horror series Project Monster. It's called Super Fauna Safari, and it's a commercial for a kaiju tour service. It's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. That sounds sick. Definitely gonna watch that. Thank you for letting me know. We'll 100% watch that after the stream. Lost Utopia Films, by the way, chat. If you haven't saw them, if you're a Godzilla fan, you should definitely check out Lost Utopia Films. They have a great short film called Shelter 54, analog horror Godzilla, but not in the way that it's like, creepy face, jump scared. It's not like that. It's like a found footage kaiju movie, or rather documentary about a certain incident that creates this person's version of Biollante. It's so good, it's disturbing, but it's fresh. It's fresh. It's not the standard analog horror tropes. Does that make sense? Because analog horror is kind of a dirty word now. It's kind of a tired genre, admittedly, but Shelter 54, Lost Utopia Films in general, they do really good work. What I'm trying to say, it's not Man in the Suit. I'm busting your balls. I'm busting your balls. Man in the Suit is okay, but it's just not for me. Let's see. Thirsty for Chicken, thank you for $1 through the stream element. Says it's not posable, but you should check out the X Plus Kaiser Ghidorah. It's huge, detailed, and has light up eyes. That sounds really sick, but it not being posable is kind of a turnoff. It's a Zeus with $1 through the stream element. Says, love the fact excuse me, goddamn, I'm getting gassy. Love the fact I'm early into the night and 2 hours behind here in Mexico while you are probably about to end the stream. I don't know if I'm about to end the stream, actually. How long we been going? 2 hours, 20 minutes? You know what? It's Friday. I can stay here for a bit longer than usual, so... let's just continue hanging out. Let's not worry about the end. It won't happen soon. Mr. Metal says, I love this Grimlock. As you should. It's fucking great. Gorozilla says, are we currently on size comparisons? No, we're on the Hangout. I mean, technically, what's showing on screen is the size comparison here, but we're hanging out already. We're in the live Q&A portion. Bob the Awesome Bob with $1.99, thank you very much, says, review Lego Source Dragon of Motion? Won't regret. Never heard of that. Lego Source Dragon of Motion? Ooh, that looks pretty sick. Oh, it's Ninjago. Okay. Damn. Yeah, that looks cool. I'll keep it in mind if I could get my hands on it. But you know what? When it comes to Lego stuff, let me do Soundwave first. KidKai28 says, what is your social security number? 1-800-THESE-NUTS. Yamahama says, Lego Soundwave has a voice box and it doesn't cost $500. Instead, it costs $200. Yep. That is about how much I spent for it today. Dog Jacob says, 24-hour Soundwave build stream. It'll be an 8-hour stream. Soundwave. It'll most likely be 2 8-hour streams, I think. That's probably how long Soundwave is going to take to build. Maybe even more, maybe 3 8-hour streams, because it seems like it has a lot of pieces. But yes, I'm willing to stream for a long time for that set. Cowboy Fedora says, "Hey Jobby, do you have any big plans for your 100th Just Playing stream?" Are we really at 100 Just Playing streams? I didn't even know. Should I do something big? I don't know. I did not think about that. Wow. Well, I appreciate the heads up. Maybe I'll plan something. Reximus128 says, "Are the Hayatoys Heisei Ghidorah and Godzilla coming out at the same time?" If you're talking about the review, I don't think so. I think... Oh, wait. Yes. Heisei Ghidorah and Heisei Godzilla. Yes, I do want to do them together. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Megatron Prime says, "What's your take on the new Studio Series Titan Class Grimlock, and do you have SS Age of Extinction Prime?"
Here.
Thank you for subscribing. Titan Class Age of Extinction Grimlock looks really good so far, and I am gonna get it for sure. Studio Series Age of Extinction Prime, not so much. I'm not gonna get it.
$10.
Thank you.
Hey Jobby and community. My guy has been watching you for a few years now, and I've grown to appreciate Godzilla and Transformers almost as much as you all. Thank you for all you do.
And thank you for your support. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right, yeah. 80 in the jar says, "I heard that the Dino Megazord is coming to Fortnite." That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't play Fortnite. I don't think I ever will, but that's cool. Peru Kill says, "For 1 million subscribers, you should review Peru Kill." Okay. I think that would put it to the estimated release date, 2050. Yeah, we can make that a thing. Anna Hattori says, "You F with 9 Inch Nails." Yeah, somewhat. I can't say that I've listened to a lot of their work, but I like his movie soundtracks. Closer is a classic, and of course Hurt. Although Johnny Cash killed that song in a good way. He covered Hurt in such a great way that it replaces the 9 Inch Nails version in my brain. Yeah, I can't say I'm a super fan of 9 Inch Nails, but I like what they do. I like what he does. It's just the dude, right? It's Trent Reznor, is that his name? I think he's just a dude. 9 Inch Nails. Trent Reznor. Kenneth Trevor says, "R.I.P. Jason David Frank still hurts even after all this time. Rest in peace." Green Ranger, White Ranger, Tommy. Kakas Ava says, "Will you at least get SH Monster Arts Angerus?" No. Sorry. Not sorry. Ready Sweaty 513 says, "Are you excited for the new Chainsaw Man movie?" I am. That is supposed to come out soon, right? It has been so long since the first season that I read Chainsaw Man in that time. So I'm expecting great things from this movie, because the arc that it's adapting can easily be adapted into a film. It's not that much in the manga. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I just hope that they continue doing Chainsaw Man, because if they keep going at the pace that they're going, we're gonna see all of part 1 of Chainsaw Man animated by the time I do the Peru Kill review. So I hope they pick up the pace. Yamahama says, "The Lego Cole's Titan Dragon Mech, also from Ninjago, is basically an unofficial Lego Gundam in both looks and posability." Pretty cool. Kid Kai 28 says, "Chainsaw Man or Dandadan?" That's kind of a weird rhyme. Kind of rhymes, I guess. Chainsaw Man or Dandadan? I think I'm gonna go Dandadan with this. I really love Chainsaw Man, but it took a while for me to really get into it. I think the first few episodes of Chainsaw Man were a bit rough, but then around the time when they go into the never-ending hotel, that's when it started to like really pick up for me, which is not that far into the show. I'm just saying Dandadan was like, from the jump, I was into it. And there's really no bad episode of Dan to Dan. So I would say Dan to Dan. But you know, it's pretty close because I really do love Chainsaw Man. Jorge Random says, any animes you've been watching? I mean, Dan to Dan. Take a drink every time I say Dan to Dan in the stream, I guess. For bonus points, take a drink every time I say Dan. So Dan to Dan would be 3 drinks. Dan to Dan. Yeah. But in addition to Dan to Dan, I have been watching Sakamoto Days. I've been caught up with that ever since the first season. I really like it. It feels like I'm the only one watching it out of my friend group, so I don't really have anyone to talk to about it, and I don't really see a lot of people on social media talking about it either. But Sakamoto Days is really fun. It's not amazing or anything, but it's a great show to catch up with weekly. I like the characters, I like the story that they're building up to, and the animation, especially in the second season, has been really good. So it's a high quality show, kind of underrated in my opinion. Sakamoto Days. It is good. Kaiju Connection is asking overall thoughts on Kaiju number 8. I haven't seen any of the second season yet, but just based on the first season, I love Kaiju number 8 as well. Kafka is such a great protagonist. One of my favorite anime protagonists at this point. He's about my age, so it's relatable. Yeah, he's a great character, great story, just and it's kaiju stuff, so it's fun. It's really fun stuff. All right. Kid Kai 28 is asking Dan to Dan season 1 or season 2, which has the best OPs? Oh, no fucking question, dude. Season 1. Season 2. It's a bit of a tough act to follow because the season 1 opening for Dan to Dan is so fucking good. Otonoke, which I think means God of Sound in Japanese. Otonoke, that's the name of the song. But you know, it's the one that goes Dan to Dan, Dan to Dan, Dan to Dan, Dan to Dan, Dan to Dan. It's a great song. And yeah, it was a big shoes to fill for the second season. It almost makes me wish that they didn't have to change openings. They could have just reanimated the first opening to include some visuals from the second season. But that's just how the anime industry works, I guess. You have to change openings to promote different musical artists, whatever. But yeah. Creepy Nuts. They killed it. They nailed it. Great song. And yeah, the new opening of Dan to Dan is not bad either, but it ain't the first season. It ain't bad, but here's my metric. If I don't feel bad skipping it, it's a decent opening, but it didn't blow me away. For Dan to Dan, I never skipped that first season opening. I would always watch it. So it's the same tier as Cruel Angel's Thesis and what's another one that I would never skip? Let me think. There's another there's a few openings that I don't skip. God damn it. I'll get back to you on that. But for now, unskippable anime openings for me would be Evangelion and season 1 of Dan to Dan. So I gotta think of other ones. I think a Bloody Stream JoJo opening too. I don't think I would skip that one either. It's such a great song. Gets me hyped for every episode. Gurren Lagann's opening, as much as I do like it, I have skipped it. Kakas Ava says, any ending songs that you don't skip? That's an interesting question. Fly Me to the Moon, Evangelion. But also, first season ending of Spy Family, comedy, Kigeki, by Gen Hoshino is a great song. Yeah, that's an ending that I wouldn't skip. And even this current ending of Spy Family is also a good one. What's that one called? Todome no Ichigeki or something? That's a great ending song. Oh, and Amazing Digital Circus. I don't skip the credits for that either. That's not an anime ending, but it's it has the same vibes as an anime ending, just like a chill version of the main theme, and it's a nice little track, so I don't skip it. All right. Yep. Ready Sweaty 513, Attack on Titan has some unskippable openings. You're goddamn right. For me in particular would be the first season. That one, I can't skip that one. That one's fucking sick. And the Rumbling. Fucking love that track. The rest of them I can safely skip, but the first one and the Rumbling I can't skip. Those are great songs. Cowboy Bebop. Great pull here. Tap out 928. Cowboy Bebop also has an unskippable intro. Of fucking course, not even one of the best anime songs, one of the best songs ever. I love that track so much. Kakas Ava says, I was traumatized when I watched the live action Attack on Titan when I was 12. Shit, I would imagine. I haven't seen it, but I saw some clips of it and it looks fucking scary. It's cool. I like how they used a lot of practical effects for that movie. I can't say anything about how it adapts the material, but I think it looks cool. Rin says, Watamotes OP held my hand during my edgy teen weeb phase. I've never seen it, but I have seen that character everywhere. She's very popular on the internet as a reaction image. I don't even know her name. The scrungly, the scruffy, high school girl from Watamote. I don't know her name. Tomoko Kuroki. I would have never remembered that. Samurai Champloo opening is also a banger. You're goddamn right about that. Boondocks. Kind of an anime, right? That opening is sick. Boondocks has a great opening. Bam, 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 ba-dam, bam, bam, ba-dam. Thirsty for Chicken, Pokemon 4Kids Indigo League. I don't know that one. At least not by name. Gerard JS84 says, Jobby, you should listen to the Fairy Tail opening and ending songs. They're pretty great. All right. There has been times when I listen to songs from anime that I haven't watched. For example, another Creepy Nuts banger, the Mashal opening, whatever it is, the Bling Bang Born? Bling Bang Born? Is that what the song is called? That song goes hard. It was a bit of a meme at some point, and it's a great track. They did that one before Dandadan, Creepy Nuts, banger after banger, with these Creepy Nuts. Oh, dude, we were just talking about Chainsaw Man, and I neglected to mention Kickback. That's also one that I can't really skip. That's a great song. Kickback is sick. Gerard J74, Bling Bang Bang Born. Thank you. Bling bang bang bling bang bang bling bang bang born. Gorozillus, any plans for picking up any Creative Beast Studios Cyberzoic figures? I would recommend the Arctic Dragon and the Allosaurus Jimmy Densey. I don't think so. I seen them and they do look cool, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm not compelled to pick them up. But they do look cool. They do look fun, for sure. Although I did pick up a dinosaur figure recently, and unfortunately it is not the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. Before anybody asked that. I'm surprised no one has asked that during the stream. It seems like I get that question at least once per stream. But to answer it in advance, it's over. The Hammond Collection Spinosaurus is not happening for the foreseeable future because I completely missed the pre-order window And I would blame you guys for not letting me know about the link when it came up, but it's not even worth blaming you because apparently when the link went up, it instantly got sold out. It was a highly anticipated figure, apparently. It almost sounds like Evangelion merch with how in demand that particular figure was. So even if I were to get that link early, I probably would have missed it anyway. So it's one of those figures. And just like Evangelion merch, it sold out quickly, and now it is getting resold at higher prices. Fuck you. Scalpers should be scalped. And not even in Minecraft. Fuck you legitimately. I'm coming to your house. In Minecraft. Anyway. That's the Hammond Collection update. So, just have to wait for Mattel to reissue it or something, but for now, it's over. I'm not doing it. I'm not reviewing it. I want to though. I wanted it. I wanted it as much as you did, but it's too late. It's too late. All right. Going back to the dinosaur figure that I bought recently, it was a Nanmu Studio.
Here.
Thank you very much. Let me finish this point. Nanmu Studio is a company that specializes in dinosaur figures. You could even call them third-party Jurassic Park figures because they did some JP3 Raptors, which I missed out on. I should have bought them when I had the chance, but they're sold out everywhere. But the one that I got recently was a Carnotaurus. I want to check them out. Let's see what they're about because the figures look great, and I have a feeling that they're gonna do their own Spinosaurus, and we'll see how the Carnotaurus is. I have a good feeling about it. It looks really good. All right. We have CRISPR103 with $1 through the stream elements. Says, this was probably mentioned or asked before, but did you see the Action Toys Super Sentai Robos promo pics? I have not. Or are they the super deformed ones? Because if they are, I have seen those, but other than that, no. Yeah, Reximus128. I want the Nanmu Indominus Rex. Yeah, I think that one's also sold out, but if they restock it, you know what? Let me see if this Carnotaurus is any good. If the Carnotaurus is good, then I'm picking up all of them as much as I can. Actually, let me check Nanmu Studio. Yeah, let's see here. So, yep, the Carnotaurus is still in stock. Yeah, the Indominus Rex is out of stock. They already made a non-posable Spinosaurus figure, so it's possible that they're gonna do a posable one, and if so, fuck Mattel, I'm getting the Nanmu Studio. If Mattel is gonna hold off on reissuing the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus, I'll just wait for Nanmu to do their version. Alright. Let me see. Okay. Alright, surprisingly we still have a bit of people watching, so we're not gonna end it. So, let's keep it going. You know what, let's make this a little over 3 hours. How does that sound? Last stream, on Wednesday, we did a 3-hour stream. Let's make this one, because it's a Friday stream, let's make it a little over 3 hours. How does that? How is that? Maybe 3 hours and a half. With that in mind, I'm getting another drink. Another soda. Alright. Ooh, let's do a grapefruit. And while we're here, let me give you the Pacific Rim update. So, shout out to anybody who was in this Just Playing stream, the Heavy Mecha Cherno Alpha here. Beautiful figure, except for the fact that my copy did not light up. Not only did it not light up, when I turned on the electronic feature, It heated up. And I thought we were going to have a nuclear meltdown. It was insane. It was sad. It was scary. And right there on stream, I ordered replacement parts and they finally arrived. I revealed them in the last fail box that we did. And yesterday, I installed the replacement parts. And you know what? It was a defective copy because now it lights up and it's beautiful. Look at this. Oh. And you could get even more. You could reveal even more lights by opening it up. Isn't that lovely? Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Heavy Mecha Infinity Studios. Thank you very much. They are doing good stuff, and I can't wait for their Gypsy Danger. Now I just gotta stand it up properly because it wants to tip over for some reason. Oh, and I also installed the electronics on my Crimson Typhoon, which for some reason is missing its eye. I ordered a replacement part for that as well. But, I mean, the lights still work, so... Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, this one required a lot more batteries, but it's pretty freaking cool. Yeah. So that's the Pacific Rim update. We got the good ending. We got the good ending, chat. Okay. Ah, cheers. This shit's so good. This tastes like a beer that I've had before, but it's not beer. It's non-alcoholic. It's just grapefruit soda. Delicious. Oh. Saboy Requiem, thank you for renewing your Legends class membership for a month. Appreciate you, man. RKB4 8.1 says, have you heard of Singha beer, Jabi? My blood is made of Singha beer. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, not only do I know what Singha beer is, I have drank it on stream many times in the past. Maybe you weren't there, but I did drink a lot of Singha beer. It is the most popular beer to come out of my parents' home country, Thailand. Although I do prefer Chang over Singha. Hot take. Hot Thai beer take. I like Chang more than Singha. Anonymous with $1 through the stream element says, weird random question. What happened to that one long toy you got in an old failbox video? Long toy? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the cock? You could just say dong. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by long toy. I could only assume that you're talking about the cock. Because if you want to know, I gave it to a friend, which I don't know where he put it. Hopefully not in his... Shout out to Caesar. Alright. Happy Pride Month, I guess. No. We're 2 months away from Pride Month. It's illegal to be gay now. Alright. Okay. God damn. You know, getting older, I'm doing my goddamn best to limit my alcohol intake. I think I've been pretty good at it. The past 2 weeks, I haven't drank alcohol during the week. But I have been drinking on the weekends. I think that's a better place to be than I was not even like 2 months before, because 2 months before, the worst thing that you could do, chat, is drinking by yourself. Don't do that. It's not good for you. It's not good for anybody. Don't drink alone. So if you're gonna drink, drink with people, and that's what I'm doing. And I have been pretty good about that recently. Thank you. Sad Boy Requiem. Thank you for your membership for 19 months. I missed the last stream and just jumped on how... What? I missed the last stream and just jumped on. How was Super Peak Man? Well, you answered your own question. It was peak. And... yeah, I said this earlier, but I'll say it again. I wrote a rough review of the movie. I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I just got it out on my notes app in the middle of the night while I was sleeping. I woke up and I just scribbled it down, and I'm thinking about filming that review after I do my next toy review. So,
Oh yes.
thank you. If that,
Oh yes.
if people were expecting some type of schedule update, here's a broad schedule update. Tomorrow, Age of Extinction movie review featuring Kellen Goff and Kian Carlisle and Kellen's good friend Jess. Great video. It's 34 minutes long, so it's a big old video. Make sure to watch all of it. It's great. So that video will come out tomorrow. Maybe the week after next. I don't think next week. I don't think I'll have enough time to do it, but week after next. Either... Now let me think about this carefully. So either Kang Toys Breakhorn, which is their slag, either that one or let me think. Let's say SH Monster Arch double review. Oh, should it be a triple review? No, hold on. Here's a question. Here's a quick question for all my Godzilla fans in the chat. Should I do... When it comes to my Godzilla figures, my Godzilla-related figures, I have a few ideas. Either I do a double Shimo review, SH Monster Arts, Haya Toys, direct comparison. I think I'm leaning more towards that because I also have SH Monster Arts Godzilla Evolved and Haya Toys Godzilla Evolved. That could be one video as well. Or should I do SH Monster Arts double review, Haya Toys double review? Does the question make sense? I'm thinking about it. Do I combine SH Monster Arts and Haya Toys into one? I gotta think about it. People are saying comparison video, or Ready Sweaty 513 is saying comparison video. Dog Jacob says, I think Haya versus Monster Arts comparison is cooler. Do that, but with beer. Okay. Okay. I think, yeah. I think the chat is also leaning towards to what I was saying. So there. After the Age of Extinction movie review, so week after next, either it's going to be a Kang Toys Dinobot review, the next one that I have to review, or it will be a Shimo double review, Haya Toys versus SH Monster Arts. Those are the options. Those are the options that I'm going to put to a poll. And god damn it, I already know that that Shimo is going to get wrecked. But I want to see for myself. You know? I want to see for myself what people think. There you go. Even though I can foresee the results of this particular poll, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm curious. Shimo is gonna get wrecked by the members. Kid Kai 28. She's gonna get wrecked by the members. The vote is gonna be between the Shimo double review and the Kang Toys Slag review. And I know for a damn fact that the members are gonna vote overwhelmingly for the Kang Toys Dinobot. But like I mentioned earlier, I want to see what the rest of my audience says, the non-members. I want to see what they say. But I have a feeling Shimo's gonna get wrecked. But regardless if she loses the poll or not, I'm still doing that video. I don't care. I just want to know if I'm doing it sooner or later.
Swivel here.
Thank you. Thirsty for Chicken with $1 through the stream element says, the Mutatesaurus is based on an unreleased Mattel figure from the 90s called Ultimasaurus, and my god, have I wanted that figure my entire life. Oh, thank you for that context. That's a Nanmu Studios figure. I was wondering what that was. Oh wait, there was more here. Hold on. Thirsty for Chicken with another $1 here says, I have the non-posable Spino, Buck Rex, Indominus, and Indoraptor, and posable Carnotaurus. I think I'm the one who told you about Nanmu, but man, they make the highest of quality figures. It's sadly not posable, but check out their Mutatesaurus. So like I mentioned, I've seen it already. And you definitely brought it up on stream, but I have seen it before that point. I saw their name on the Big Bad Toy Store specifically, and I was like, what the hell are these? Are these posable dinosaur figures? But you did give me more details, so I appreciate that. Crazy T-Rex with $2 says, in your opinion, what was your least favorite figure? Bold Forms Gladius. Easy. I would say Snow Miku, but I don't really count that, and also it's not my figure. Yeah, RKB48.1, I agree here. Honestly, I wish Haya Toys did some lesser-known kaijus like Hedera and Biolante. Biolante would be sick. We'll see what happens. Kenneth Trevor says, I don't think Ultimasaurus was Mattel. I think it was Kenner. They made Jurassic toys before they were bought by Hasbro. Alright. Kid Kai28 says, JJK or Dandadan? Dandadan easy. No hate to JJK, but... yeah. Not as good. I like Dandadan more. Jujutsu Kaisen took me a whole season, let alone a few episodes, to really get into. I don't know, there was something about that first season that didn't quite hook me until the very end with the, God, I even forget the character's name. The dude that can forcibly shapeshift people, that guy, when they introduce his stuff and his plot lines, it's like, yeah, that's pretty sick. That's pretty fucked up. And the second, or rather the movie, is really good. The Jujutsu Kaisen movie is very good, and then the second season is really good. But the first season, yeah, it was like, until the very end. Yeah, so it took me a while. Jujutsu Kaisen took me a while. The chunky one with $1.99 says, Peru Kill review when, your mother, 2050. Leave me alone. Kakas Ava says, rewatching Godzilla vs. Biolante was okay, but she didn't appear in her final form until the last 15 minutes. That movie's not my favorite. Biolante herself is really cool, and I still love the idea of that kaiju. It's such a great idea. But the movie itself is kind of mid, in my opinion. The final 15 minutes, though, with Biolante vs. Godzilla was really cool, but up until that point, not great. I wasn't a big fan of, like, the secret agent plot or whatever the fuck, and yeah, it was kind of mid. Rexmus128 says, Biolante is good, but you can tell it was trying to be another movie. Yes, that was my biggest problem with it. It was confused. Very confused. Nick McCarthy says, PepsiCo or Coca-Cola? Well, I don't know everything that the Pepsi company makes. I'm not even sure everything the Coca-Cola company makes, but just comparing Pepsi and Coke as sodas, I gotta go with Coke. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi, in my opinion. Kid Kai 28 is asking Solo Leveling or Dandadan? Dandadan. I've never seen Solo Leveling. So by default, Dandadan. Dog Jacob says, do you think Hayatoys could make a better Mechagodzilla than Soul of Chogokin? Possibly? Possibly. The Soul of Chogokin Mechagodzilla, Kiryu, the one in my case, is pretty damn good. So I gotta give Bandai props for that. Yeah, it's possible, but I don't know. Noah says Biolante's design doesn't need to go hard. Can't wait for Hayatoys to make her. Yeah. Eventually, right? Eventually they'll make it, hopefully. Reximus128 says if Haya makes Kiryu, I'm gonna yeah, me too. I know they're making Mechagodzilla 2. The Heisei Mechagodzilla, the goofy looking one, looks even goofier than the original. And it looks good. The figure looks great. So they can do mecha figures for sure. The Crazy T-Rex says Unique Toys Dumb and Dumber, please. Maybe I'll ask Kellen to borrow his. Because I gave him... I forget. I gave him the green one. And then he bought the orange one on his own. So maybe I can ask him to borrow his two figures. Nick McCarthy's asking the controversial questions now. Thin crust or thick crust? This might piss some people off, but I gotta go with thin crust. Yeah, I said it. I like when my pizza feels like a cracker. I don't care. It's good. Thin crust pizza is great. But also stuffed crust can get it. Magnus Label with $1 through the stream element says, hi Jobby, have you opened your box of MMCD Zeph by now, or did I miss the stream? Maybe you can compare him to Godzilla Megatron in the playing stream lately to see who has more Godzilla vibes. No, I haven't. I have not. But yes, Godzilla would be a good comparison to that figure. That's the Deathsaurus, right? Okay, chat, how long we've been going? 3 hours? All right. We are at that 3-hour mark. If this were a weekday, if this weren't the prelude to the weekend, I would end it now, but I'm not gonna do that because it's Friday. Don't have to wake up early tomorrow. Let's go on for... Let me see. 25 minutes, chat. Let's make this a 3-hour and 30-minute stream, huh? 25 minutes. Let's go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, 25 minutes. That's still a long time. So keep on asking me questions. Keep on donating if you want. You don't have to, but it does help the channel out quite a bit. And it also guarantees that I see your comment or question. Even though I'm not distracted by the figure. Thank you. Even though I'm not distracted by the figure right now, I still can't take a look at all of your questions in the chat. So, donation, CRISPR103 with $1 through the stream element says, here's a video idea, Unique Toys Dumb and Dumber double review collab with Kellen Goff. I'll float it by him, see what he thinks. I'm sure he'd be down. But, I don't know, not anytime soon. I'm just not... Like, I don't care. I don't care too much about those characters or that figure, so I'm not gonna do it anytime soon. But if I do, it'll probably be with Kellen. The Crazy T-Rex says, anyone got any good upcoming figures? Pretty vague, broad question, but I can name off at least, I mean, Heavy Mecha Gypsy Danger, same company that does these beautiful Pacific Rim figures. I'm very much looking forward to their version of Gypsy. Hayatoys, All their Godzilla stuff, I'm very much looking forward to them. Titan Class Age of Extinction Grimlock, I don't know when that's gonna release, probably sometime next year. Yeah, there's plenty. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff coming out. Kid Kai 28 says, what is your top 5 favorite anime? That's a bit of too big of a question right now for just a short answer. I can't do it right now. I would have to think about that because there's a lot of good anime out there. But sometimes you get those cases where it's like they're both good, but what's better? That's like I don't want to go through that right now. That would eat up all the time that we have left. 22 minutes, by the way. But I will say one of my favorites is Evangelion, of course. Madoka Magica is another one. Dan to Dan is slowly becoming that, but I can't really say for sure because it hasn't ended yet. Gurren Lagann is also going to be there. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is also a good one. Death Note is a good one. I'm not ranking these. I'm just naming out a bunch of anime that I like. Gundam Thunderbolt, the first season at least. I haven't seen the second season, but Gundam Thunderbolt season 1 is really, really good. Samurai Champloo, for sure. That's also a great one. Alright. The LN says, what's your favorite Hayatoy's kaiju so far? I think I gotta go with King Ghidorah 1991. Right there on the couch. It used to be Hayatoi Shimo, but I think Ghidorah has taken her place. Thirsty for chicken? I wouldn't say One Piece, because I primarily read One Piece. I didn't watch it. So, if we're talking about anime, I don't think I would say One Piece. Especially from the stuff that I've seen of the One Piece anime. So poorly paced. God damn, it's awful. There's a lot to love about the One Piece anime. The voices of the characters are what I hear when I read the manga, but the pacing on the anime is so bad. It's ridiculous. I tried watching it, but I just read it instead. So, I would not say One Piece. If we're ranking manga, I would say One Piece. Yeah. Yamahama says, thoughts on Godzilla Singular Point and Gamera Rebirth opening themes. I've never seen Gamera Rebirth, and I don't remember the Godzilla Singular Point opening, so that's my thoughts on that. I have no thoughts. Gerard J84 says, here's the real question. You stand with or against pineapple on pizza? I stand with. Pineapple on pizza is based. It's delicious. I don't care. Thin crust, pineapple on pizza, tar and feather me. I don't give a fuck. Thirsty for Chicken says, who's your top 3 Nintendo waifus? Mario, Luigi, Bowser. No, if I had to... Hold on. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Keep it like that. I say Bowser number 1 because he's one of my mains in Smash. That's it. Ren says, do you like pineapple cooked with the pizza or put on the pizza afterwards? Ooh, that's a great question. I think I gotta go with cooked with the pizza. I've had both, but yeah, I think I like it when the pineapple is cooked with the pizza. Hot pineapple, I suppose. Ready Sweaty 513 says, have you seen My Dress Up Darling? I have not. Tomato says, Pepsi or Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola, I've already answered that. Kid Kai 28 says, what is the best pizza brand? For a while, it was Papa John's, but I've been eating Domino's quite a bit recently. Domino's is good. I didn't like Domino's growing up, but they're really good now. Little Caesars is great just for value. The price is great, and the pizza's... It's alright, but it's you can't beat the price for Little Caesars. So yeah, that's kind of that's deceptively complicated question. Nick McCarthy with $1.99 says, "What is your death row meal?" Your mama. I don't know. I don't know. I love food, so it's that's kind of a hard question to answer. Maybe some sashimi, salmon sashimi, soy sauce, wasabi, bit of rice, miso soup. But I would also have a side of kapao kai. Basil chicken, holy basil chicken, Thai holy basil chicken. You know, very popular meal in Thailand, but it's one of my favorite meals as well. So it would be both. Could I do both? Officer, could I do both? Salmon sashimi and kapao kai. I think that if that's the last thing I eat on this world, I would be happy. I could die happy. Yeah, you know what? I'll have some sake with that too. Ready, Sweaty 513. I'll get some sake with that. Maybe some wine, some beer. Let's see. J Rexzilla says, "You like frozen pizza? What brand?" I'm not familiar with frozen pizza brands. I've had frozen pizza before, but I didn't read their brand. Oh shit, we got 16 minutes left, chat. Kakas Ava says, "Is salmon your fave fish?" I think it is. Yeah. I think it is. Can't go wrong. Never could go wrong with salmon, no matter how you cook it. It's also like one of the only things I know how to cook well. So it's easy. You know, you just, if you have a nice fillet of salmon, you just put some oil in a pan, pop that shit skin side down. So let that skin get crispy, lower the heat a little bit, and then you just let it cook. You let it sit there, and that's it. It's great. And it tastes good. So yeah, salmon. You could have it cooked, you could have it raw, you could have it smoked. It's a great fish. I think salmon is my favorite fish. For sure. Rin says, "What is the best burger place you know?" Best burger place, huh? I mean, In-N-Out is pretty good. I don't think it's like the best burger ever, like a lot of people seem to think, but it is very good. In-N-Out is very good, and the value-wise, it's really good as well. Service is really good too, so yeah, In-N-Out has a lot of things going for it. But in terms of like the burger itself, I think I like Jack in the Box a little more. Jack in the Box has some good burgers, especially their butter burger. Everything's better with butter. Crisper103 with $1 through the stream element says, "Do you prefer anime with 20 plus episodes or anime with exactly 12 episodes? It depends on what the story calls for. If you could tell a complete, concise story with 12 episodes or 13 episodes sometimes, then perfect. It's great. But if the show has to be 20 plus, I prefer shorter anime just for the sake of time, but I don't mind long anime. So I don't know. It just depends. I don't think one is necessarily better than the other. But if we're talking purely for convenience, shorter is better. But quality-wise, it's not a... Yeah, there's no hard distinction. Like, I love Madoka Magica. It's 13 episodes. Or 12, I forget. But I also love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is 60 episodes, but it needs to be because the story is so grand in scale. And yeah, it's just, it's not a good quality to, it's not a good metric to measure the quality of a show. I'm not saying that you're saying that, Christopher, but I'm just, you know, I'm thinking out loud.
Swivel here.
Thank you. Nephi the Space Warrior with $1 through the stream element says, "One franchise has to go. Godzilla, Madoka, or Prime." Sorry, but Madoka. if it had to be between those three, I would pick Madoka to go. Godzilla and Prime have to stay. I love all of them though, but if I had to, gun to my head, pick one to go, it would have to be Madoka. Yeah, you know what? That's actually not that hard of a question now that I think about it, because for Madoka, I only really like the show. The movie was okay. It didn't have to happen, and it kind of overcomplicated the lore in ways that it didn't have to be, but I'm still looking forward to the new movie that they're coming out with. But the show, Madoka Magica the show, those 13 episodes, perfect self-contained story. If you didn't watch anything after that, you wouldn't have to. It's just the perfect, nice little story. Concise, complete, beautiful. And I didn't even play any of the games or watch the spin-off show. So yeah, Madoka would definitely go. Because for Godzilla and Transformers, I like too much from those franchises to let them go. So yes, Madoka. Goodbye. Goodbye. Ready Sweaty 513 says thoughts on Frieren. Frieren is great. Great show. Beautiful character. Yeah. Nice, chill. Until it's not. You know, it does get a little action-packed at some points, but I do like the slice-of-lifey stuff.
$5. Ola
Thank you.
Hella late. Did you ever any of the Studio Series TF1 figures? I just my TF1 Alita and she's May. Not bad, not great either. The robot and vehicle modes look good, but the plastic doesn't feel the best and she's a little flimsy. 6/10.
Well, that's a shame to hear, Guatefuk, and no, I don't have any of them. Like a lot of mainline Transformers figures, none of them really caught my eye. I'm holding out hope for Masterpiece-style figures of those characters one day. Whether it be official or third-party. We'll see. Arachnid looks pretty cool, though. But, yeah, none of them really caught my eye. RKB48.1 says Reverse Jobby would have Ghidorah, Hamura, and Megatron for size comparisons. I think someone drew that before, a long time ago. Long time ago. Someone drew that. Ghidorah, Hamura, Megatron. Kid Kai28 says Deku versus Okarun. I don't know the full extent of Okarun's powers yet. You know, I'm not show hasn't ended, manga hasn't ended, so I don't know, but from what I've seen so far, I think Deku would win. Because I've read all of My Hero Academia, and Deku is pretty fucking powerful. I'm just saying. But who knows? Maybe there's something in the manga or the anime that disproves that. Maybe Okarun has way more powers than I'm aware of. But for now, from what I've seen, Deku would win. And I'm not saying that I like the character more. I'm just saying, just on a power level. If we have to power scale, which I hate doing, but I'll do it for the sake of the question. I think Deku would win. The Tokusatsu guy says, would you review the Gattai line from Good Smile Company? I think I would. I have a few of them, and I've liked what I've played with so far. Dyna Zenon and the new Gridman, they were both good sets. And I ordered Dan Kuga. I'm curious. So, yes, I think I would review some of them at some point. I don't know when, but I have Dyna Zenon and Gridman in storage at least. Perukill is asking my opinions on Beast Wars Transmutate. Great episode. One of the best episodes of the show. Very tragic and a good showcase for two of my favorite characters, Rampage and Silverbolt, was it? Was it Silverbolt? Who was it between? Who was the Transmutate conflict between? Was it Rampage and Silverbolt? I forget. Let me look it up. It was Silverbolt. Okay, thank you, chat. Yeah. Yes, one of the best episodes of the show. Ready Sweaty 513 says thoughts on SS86 Megatron. I think it looks really cool. I'm getting it, by the way. I've pre-ordered it ever since they announced the pre-order. And it's a shame that he'll never be a gun again, but the tank doesn't look so bad either. The fact that the robot mode looks G1 accurate is good enough for me. It looks good. CRISPR103 with $1 through the stream element says, I don't remember if this was given last month, so I'm gonna give 2 for this. Kiss, marry, kill, King Ghidorah, Shimo, Kong, and then kill, marry, kill. What? Oh, kiss, marry, kill. Mario, Luigi, Bowser. Okay. I would kill King Ghidorah, kiss Kong, and marry Shimo. No, reverse that. I would kiss Shimo and marry Kong. And then for Mario, Luigi, Bowser, I would... Bowser? Jesus. I'm not even drunk. I would... kill Mario. I would... kiss Luigi and marry Bowser. There you go. Alright. Gerard JS84 says, who's the bigger asshole in Transformers, Sentinel Prime, or Starscream? I think Starscream, just by sheer volume of assholery. Because Sentinel Prime gets taken out long before he could prove himself to be the bigger asshole. So, it would have to go with I would have to go with Starscream, just based on the volume of dickish moves. How much time is left? 6 minutes. 6 minutes left, chat. Last minute comments and questions. Last minute donations, if you got them. There we go. Fox117 says, hey, Jobby 2, your Optimus girl has a ponytail or just short hair? And also, she used a cap or visor? She just has short hair and she has a cap. I'm assuming you're gonna draw her? Yeah. RKB48.1 says favorite hot dog toppings. You know, the classics, ketchup, mustard, relish, onions are a really good topping as well. Chili and cheese, chili cheese dogs, always good as well. Ready Sweaty 513 says #1 anime waifu. It's not a question at this point. I did a whole song about her. So Miruko from My Hero Academia, #1 anime waifu, made me sing my heart out. Check out the song if you haven't. You know this. Anyway, I'm not going anywhere. Not yet. I just wanted to let you know that I have a song about her specifically. Guatafuk with $1 through the stream element says dinosaur girl or shark girl with a huge butt. Well, the huge butt is a huge selling point, so I gotta go with that. Alright. Rin says, what's your opinion about the fact that soon half of the viewers might disappear because of the YouTube age verification thing? You know, short term financially, it would probably be rough. But in the long run, I think it would be worth it. You know, I keep saying, or I haven't said this in a while, but I'll say it now since the topic has come up. Big boys only. With the age verification thing, big boys only. What can I say? So, yeah. I haven't really looked into that much, but yeah, it will definitely hit a lot of creators hard for sure, including myself. So, but in the long term, I think it would be a good idea. 13 is not a big boy, no. Kid Kai 28, no, not at all. I would consider 18 to be a big boy, but to be generous, 16. Yeah. Ren says, it's been a thing for years now. I've been I've seen since the old PO Box videos that you said your channel was not for kids. Yeah. It has been a thing for a long time, and I continue to mark my channel as not for kids too. So if kids are watching my channel, it ain't my fault at this point. You know, I've done my part. There's not much I can do to filter out people who are not big boys. You know, that's up to their parents at that point. Where are your parents? You know, that's I've done what I can, and I'm not gonna like scale back my content for the sake of potential children audience. My videos are not for them. Sure, they can watch it, whatever. It's not up to me. I've done what I can. Rexmus128, you're 24. Am I old enough? Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Guatefuk says, I'm 85. Am I old enough? Rookie numbers. 85 rookie numbers. All right. Dog Jacob says the first video I've watched of you was the nice review. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you liked it though, but what a weird first one to get into the channel with. Okay, chat. Last minute donations. Sorry. Freudian slip. Last minute comment and questions and donations if you got them. You don't have to though. Akuma says, hey Jobby, how you been? I've been doing good. Very chill, finally, because of the completion of the Age of Extinction movie review. That has taken up so much of my life. So, it was a whole month, essentially, editing it down. But it's finally done. It's coming out tomorrow, so I'm chilling. I'm chilling, and I'm looking forward to the next video that I do. But I am going to take a little bit of a breather before I jump into the next video. Peru Kill says, how are the cats? The cats are great. Thank you very much for asking. After I end the stream in a bit, I'm actually going to take them inside the house. They're running around outside, or probably sleeping outside right now. Because they like to do that. Ready Sweaty 513 says, best sub sandwich franchise. I've only really had Subway, so I gotta say that by default. It's okay, but yeah, Subway. Thirsty for Chicken says, I finally understand your editing pain, so I know it's well worth the wait. Yep, it do be like that. And I also had to adjust my editing workflow to accommodate for my computer as well, because as powerful as my computer is, it can't do everything. So there was a big learning process. Even after all this time editing, I still had a lot of things to learn about editing. Yeah, so taught me a lot. Guatefuk says you have to have Jersey Mike's, blows any other franchise chain sandwich shop out of the water. Yeah, I'll try it. All right, chat. What a stream, huh? Dude, I guess we lagged a little bit. I'm looking at my frame data right here, but we didn't crash. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, chat. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for donating. Really appreciate your support as always. And please look forward to the Age of Extinction movie review featuring this guy here, who only appears for 0.0000001% of the film. Yes, worked hard on the video, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it. Featuring Kellen Goff, Kian Carlisle, and Kellen Goff's good friend Jess. It's a fun time, and it's 34 minutes, so you can, you can eat while watching it. It's a long video. But anyway, subscribe to the main channel so you don't miss out on that review. 8 a.m. PST tomorrow, Saturday. And if you liked this stream and you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend that you subscribe here to the second channel. Thank you very much for over 100,000 subscribers by now. Gotta update that graphic at some point. And look forward to the next stream. Should be next Wednesday. Most likely gonna do another just playing stream, although there's always the chance for either a building stream, gameplay stream. I don't know. It just depends on what I feel. That's the beauty of Jobby 2. I will do whatever I feel like. That's the point. That is the point of this channel. I do whatever I feel like. So it can be anything. It really can. And then Friday, of course. Wednesdays, Fridays. I'm making that my goal once again. And for this week, look at that. A full content week. 2 streams, new review on Saturday. We're so back. Thank you very much. Last donation here. We got Surge. Surge C with $2 through the super chat. Thank you very much. W Stream. All right. I'll see you next time.
Swivel here.
Oh, hold on. Last donation. Thirsty for chicken with $1 through the stream element says, I can certainly understand it causing computer chug or issues. I didn't say this, but OP Shin caused multiple crashes, had file corruption issues, and caused lagging on quite a few occasions. But man, I can't wait till tomorrow to see the video. Thank you very much. And it was a very similar situation with my Shin Godzilla video. SH Monster Shin Godzilla 4th anniversary review. That video was a bitch to edit because of technical issues. Anyway, I'll see you next time, chat. See you tomorrow on the main channel. Appreciate everything. Appreciate all the support. And, honor to the end. Honor to the end. Ready, Sweaty 513. Perfect quote to end it on. Honor in my end.